because they don't organize it like I do, it was a mess. And then they had another pallet of freight that had been sitting there for 2 days because
I have a
reworked
different reason for why it's always a mess.
Mm.
They know that you'll always fix it.
Maybe. But that's part of it, probably part of it. But because I was gone for most of the month, it was a mess. I come back to a small mess every Monday, or fine Monday. So I have to fix it, but it's like, as long as I come back, I can fix it quickly. But it was just like, it took me all week to fix it. And by the end of my week, they did something that I really didn't want to do. I was so hoping they would do it.
But they did it anyways.
Yeah, my yogurt area, they put a lot of milk crates down, and there was no room in the juice bin because they don't organize their bins like they could. They're not as psychotic as I am.
I don't think anyone's that psychotic.
No, they're not. But so
Someone get the door. My wife decided to leave it open.
there's a ton of feature stuff right now, and they just don't have where to put the feature quantity because they don't fit no places to put it. So they stuck it all on top of milk crates by a narrow, like it's about walkways like this from here to the bin.
Yeah.
And now this much of it
You okay over there, Evan?
it's taken over
I'm
by.
just tired.
Don't you ever sleep?
Yeah.
What are you, 17?
No.
Oh.
I went
Just
24
checking.
hours the day before, but I slept most of the day. I'm wide awake. I'm gonna grab my tablet probably later.
I lifted a lot of heavy furniture today before coming down here on a 3-hour drive.
What now?
I lifted a lot of heavy furniture before driving 3 hours to get here from Long Beach.
Congratulations.
What were you doing in Long Beach?
Moving furniture.
For a friend?
Yeah.
Just get rid of friends.
No. You
Why
need
aren't you
friends
easier
in order to
without
play
friends?
D&D.
Honestly,
Get fake friends
this,
on Facebook.
honestly, this friend has done this to me before, so I'm seriously like thinking about like, oh hey, can you help me do something? Fuck off.
No. What you do instead is you say, I have some things for you to move. And you ask them to come over and help you move some stuff. And it's like a couch that's really heavy, you don't want to move it. And you have them move it a couple inches, and then you're done. And then they can go.
There's a problem with that.
Cold revenge. But you know.
The
I talk about it, but I
the
probably
problem
never do
is
it.
that most people that know me know that I can move heavy stuff like that on my own without any issue.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's why I tell my.
I'm also the type of
manager
person
all the time.
that if I have a problem, I deal with it myself unless I know I can't.
You should always be able to be self-sufficient, but you should never be afraid to ask for help.
I'll ask for help on the day that I can't move a heavy object.
But see, if you never ask for help, then people just assume you don't need it.
She's like that.
Just because you don't need the help doesn't mean you don't need the help. You know, you need people competent. Like,
I pointed to you and said, ask that one how much help I need.
oh, no man is a fortress. You cannot stand alone.
None of that I can
I don't
eat,
think
right?
they heard
No.
you.
I have crack.
Thank you.
You can have crack.
Oh, I don't want crack.
These are all from the food drive, and I'm trying not to.
I now know for a fact it's definitely gluten, but it's not cross-contaminated gluten. So the sauce and the beans has a wheat base. All gravies have a wheat base. That's where the thickener comes from.
Yeah, flour.
Yeah.
Could you make it with almond
And
flour?
boy,
No.
was it a noisy afternoon for me.
My dad uses corn. My dad doesn't use flour in his gravy. He uses cornstarch.
Which is not necessarily good either.
I don't believe cornstarch has gluten in it. It's a
No.
corn-based.
But you have
Cornstarch
people
doesn't.
like Stephanie who's allergic to corn.
Well, that's different. I'm not allergic to corn.
Well, in general, he uses starch. If somebody's allergic to corn,
You can use potato starch.
Yeah,
That's true.
and that's what he prefers to use in his gravy when he makes biscuits and gravy is potato starch.
Please.
Did you drink the energy drink? Starch?
I've had some of it. Yeah, I opened it up.
Chug, 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 chug. All right.
No.
Oh, we're on session 4.
We don't need
Oh,
him
I
to burp into
technically,
the
yeah.
microphone, and he'll do that if he,
Well,
if he chugs.
That's true.
4 for y'all.
Well,
Yeah.
just in general.
Oh,
us.
okay. Oh, in general.
We're the people who come.
Sorry, her dog gave me a concussion.
I'm sorry that I have a job.
I have a
Fair.
job too. I just
So I
come
did
on my
give
day
you a
off.
concussion.
I'm gonna grab my tablet. Here we go.
You sure?
Hopefully it's more than 7%.
Hope. Well, hope is a 4-letter word.
Yes, it is a 4-letter word. You know how to count.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back.
Even though the E is
So, where we last left off,
18%.
the team, having rescued Balin Castile from the goblins at the campsite, and then recovering the riverboat, made their way to Havenstead. Here they docked, and were beginning to get a better idea.
I almost got arrested.
Technically, it did. You just didn't get,
Incarcerated.
incarcerated. At which point, some local guards, recognizing the boat had gone missing, the Mosquito, the captain of the guard taking Goth in for questioning, while the others kind of explored the town of Havenstead. While exploring the town of Havenstead, they realized that the River Run Tavern was missing some of their items that were found. Unfortunately, the team left Pia by herself.
Just Pia.
Just Pia.
Yeah. Yeah, for short.
Yeah, by herself.
There's nothing wrong with leaving here by myself.
Well, after the lantern was unlatched when Goth was taken away for questioning, once they realized that Goth was not a person of interest, letting him go. As you guys rush back to the ship or the riverboat, Pia was already setting random people's trousers on fire, as well as protecting the boat from incursion. Unfortunately, you were protecting the boat from incursion.
Yeah, unleashed chaos. All right, you're barely leashed chaos.
That's why you go on the lantern.
I did not take the rope off of the ship in the
Amidst the chaos, so one piece of important information was discovered. Valin Castile, who runs the last bastion, even though the captain took a double take, he realized it couldn't possibly be him because the commander of the last bastion, the noble Valin Castile, is still up in the keep. They just saw him the other day. This would seem to explain why no one is looking for him. No added guards, no added patrols. And when we last left off, you guys were down by the riverbank, down by the river boat, watching the captain and the guard make their way back towards the barracks. It's mid-morning, almost midday at this point, since arriving in the Havenstead. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we have to go to Aldrich Hornfell up in the Bastion, and he will help us get the boat registered. But they said how much of it was some of the boxes
But we
go
also,
up to the Bastion and some go to the tavern.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then the rest we could,
There's just random guild markings and random
right, but
things that were pilfered.
they had indicated which ones were to go up to the Bastion, right?
Correct.
So we have to,
And we still have to turn in those crates with the cups to the tavern keeper.
Yeah. So we want to return the 3 crates to the tavern keeper.
Okay. Hildreth
Um,
Gale.
Yes, to the River Run Tavern.
Are you in the lantern or out of the lantern?
When
Last
we ended,
we-
she was in the lantern.
Yeah,
Okay.
I locked her back in the lantern.
You'll never make it.
Are you collecting the
I'm
crates?
carrying the crates.
Give me a deck save if you would, please.
I don't know if you
Wouldn't
can
it be
carry
a
all 3.
strength save?
Not in this case.
There's always a reason why.
17.
You hear a click, bing sound as you pick up the crate. One of her traps goes off. A little spring-loaded paint can goes right by you, splattering out into the water.
No, we didn't leave you much damn time.
She's like going full Stitch on the lantern glass, flicking the glass.
How did she do so much in so little time?
She's insane. Okay. Everybody else, be careful with your butts.
I'm going to try and look for more traps.
Give me an investigation check. What'd you get?
4.
4? Yeah, as far as you know, they're all taken care of. Didn't find any.
Oh, you're good. You're fine.
I don't
Sorry.
see any more traps.
You guys watch as Goth picks up crates marked for the tavern. Your strength is high enough. It's not really a burden for you, so you pick them up quite conveniently. You're heading to the tavern.
I'm heading
Are
to
you
the
guys all
tavern.
going
Is
with
anybody
them,
else
or what are you
going
doing?
with me? Yeah, no, you're staying in the lantern.
Do you want to stay here with Pia and the lantern?
Like, I'm so far the only one who's been able to catch her, so yes.
I'll go with Goth.
Okay.
Because that way the bartender
So the
recognizes
2 of you
her.
head up the main thoroughway of the Havenstead village, back into the tavern. The bartender sees the 2 of you come in. Well, one of you flying in and one walking in. Sees Goth. Currently, the fisherman.
Wait, don't I have to roll to make sure I don't hit my head again?
No, you've done it enough times that you're able to get underneath.
You're aware of it.
Well, there's still some patrons in here. The most noticeable one is the fisherman, who's now out cold, drunk.
Oh, that's good.
But Hildreth looks over. Oh, that was fast. You didn't have to do it now. Just set him over in the corner there. It goes behind. You hear a small box and you hear some coinage, and he brings 50 gold over to the 2 of you. Thank you for finding that. Yeah. Guys in the business of this? I mean, is this what you do, or
No, we were just
just
on the way to the
circumstance?
bastion and saw the goblins and
your bugbear friend here is pretty big and kind of take care of himself.
I was full of holes until yesterday.
You were full of holes until.
he took a lot of.
Oh, gotcha. Got a bit of a scrap.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Listen.
There were 3 of them? 3 crates?
Yeah.
3 crates.
Listen. Kind of leans across the bar at the 2 of you. You. I wonder if you could do a little job for me.
Okay.
Depends what this job.
Job is work, where you go do work.
He means, what is the job?
Oh, sorry, misunderstood. There's a farmer, not too far from here, maybe 3-4 miles from here, down Rither a bit. He owes me some money for some purchases I did for him. Goes by the name of Halston. Think you could collect on that for me?
You said Halston?
Halston.
3 or 4 miles downriver. Halston owes the tavern.
I love
keeper
how
money.
you speak while you take notes.
La, 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 la.
At least you know she's getting it right.
Oh my
Like me.
god, I gotta order a new camera. It's gone again. Keep having to restart my studio. Oh,
Working so well.
there
Oh,
it
it's
is.
back on.
Now it's back.
Okay.
See how long it lasts.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hang on, you.
I'm replacing that. Nope, it's gone again.
Yes, we are replacing said camera.
Just keeps blinking. So
Blinking.
frustrating. So with that in mind,
Okay.
he kind of gives you the rundown that he had maybe about a week or so ago made some purchases of some tools and supplies from the Bastion Keep, carried the amount of money that was required for Halston to do it. And he owes him, the farmer owes him 85 gold. Basically all the equipment and everything he needed to get his farm up and running.
Okay.
And listen, I can give you, let's see. Tell you what, I can give you 20% based on what you bring back. Bring back 85 gold, I can pay you 20 gold for the gig. It's not a priority. If you're out and about and you're in the area, just look them up. Say, hey,
Request.
owe some money.
Which direction?
South of here.
Okay.
Well, hey,
Where am I?
thank you for delivering these crates. Appreciate it. Oh, here, a couple tankards to go.
Thank you.
The
course.
size of you.
Are they the
Cheers
old
to
tankers?
you,
Or they're
Barty.
they're the old tankers,
Yeah,
right?
the old tankers.
The old tankers.
Kind of dented and
So
beat
you-
up.
you use
Put
them
some
to
warm
break-
beer in them.
Offhand weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what are you
If we
doing,
throw the
Meriwether, while they're
beer- If we
gone?
throw the beer at somebody, does it count as
Watching the
poison
lights
damage?
just go off. on
Meriwether.
If it
Meriwether.
lands in the mouth, maybe.
Maybe help Meriwether.
Locks it a little bit tighter.
Watch this, like some young kid, some villager kid with a fishing pole over his shoulder is like walking by the docks, just as like just as Pia's like trying to convince you to let her out. And he's just
At
like,
first, I thought it was going to be another spring load. The child just goes,
no.
Come this way. Dance, dance away. Oh, it's little boy.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Bring my thing up because it's gonna keep turning itself off.
Do we know if we found all her traps?
Oh, that's a 16
No, we don't.
plus persuasion plus 6 for a 22.
So, Meriwether, while you're hanging out on the boat, the kid stops and sees Pia. He sets his pole and his tackle down on the edge of the dock and starts skipping up the dock and kind of stops. And he's just kind of swaying back and forth. What is that?
it's a very, very evil light. Let's not open
Evil?
that.
Very nice.
It talks.
That's so nice.
You ever see a lantern talk? Do you think a good lantern talks?
I use Druidcraft to create flowers. But dance down.
What?
Wouldn't they just stay in the thing?
What? Does it have a name?
No, go. You want to go away now. You really do.
No,
I
it's
just
really
keeping it
neat. Can't you just let it
Yeah, I
out?
wanna-
Can I play with it?
I want to see if I can use
Really?
my natural ability
Really?
of just that like
Come
scare
play with
factor.
me.
She's on the happy
Yeah.
factor. I am the scare factor.
Okay.
We haven't even been gone 5 minutes. Sorry, talking prize. She's still locked in the lantern.
18, 19, 22. So you said yours was 22, right?
Uh-huh.
23.
What's that death thing that you do?
Basically it's like the gloom because I was supposed to be the it's like a fallen that was
Yeah. There's like a form of dread or
Dread.
something that you
Yes.
do, right?
You want to go back fishing.
The
You
kid's
don't
like,
want to stay here.
Help me!
Oh,
Help me! She's keeping
kind of
me
looks confused. Okay, he steps backwards, and that's when the spring-loaded spark it goes off, and you just see this 12-year-old kid like right in the river.
I'm gonna find a stick and I'm gonna destroy the rest of your goddamn tracks.
By the time they get back, when you guys get back, the first thing you notice is walking away from the edge of the river is a very pissed off 12-year-old kid carrying he's soaking wet with his towel and his gear.
I'm
And he's
sorry.
like mumbling under his breath. Tell my dad about what just happened. And he like disappears into the like houses of the village.
Oh God! With our luck, the kid's dad is going to be the sergeant who arrested me earlier.
Or the
And-
fisherman who just got scarred.
Oh, the old man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he might be
So
grandma.
when you guys get to the docks, they are just color coded. There's like pink and yellow and green and blue, all these fluorescent paints. You can see most of it is like semi splattered onto Merryweather. She's holding a stick, and just as you guys arrive, she's like going over everything with a stick, checking for traps constantly.
I am currently in
Oh
a
my god,
relaxed
you just
position.
activated my PTSD because of the arm. Just
I'm in a relaxed position like this, but I don't know what's wrong with her.
why were there bombs?
You guys are gathered back at the docks. It's now afternoon by this time, so
Merryweather, what happened with other little one? Crazy.
I've been in here the whole time.
technically she's not lying.
Just on the floor, just there's a lot of color. There's a lot of color. There's a lot of color.
Spectrum. Spectrum.
So we have the option of a side quest,
Or a debt collection.
a debt collection job.
Watch as people start walking by you with little yellow question marks over their head.
That one.
Ooh, that one's colorful. Let's see what he has.
His exclamation point is bigger.
Oh yeah, we definitely want the biggest exclamation point because that's probably more the regular quest as opposed to a side quest.
Where
Yeah.
did
Valen
What was his
comes
name?
up from the river's edge, wiping all
Kevin?
Kevin.
Who? Oh yeah,
Kevin.
we're calling him Kevin.
We're calling him Kevin.
Kevin comes walking up from the edge of the riverbank, washing off all the different colored paint and kind of toweling himself off. And so, what's the plan?
Is this their opportunity to start a whole new life? Doesn't that sound exciting?
No, it
That's a
doesn't.
nice.
I don't like physical work.
Somebody,
Well, we can either go to Bastion and get both registered, or take barkeep up on job and go take gold from farmer.
I would like to know why they're not looking for me.
You're not gone.
No, I am gone.
They don't know that.
Well, I don't want to be gone.
Well, you were under dancing
Do you have-
spell.
do you
This is your
do you-
adventure. It's one of an adventure.
What?
do you know if anyone else has a ring just like yours?
Well, I mean, I would imagine they could just forge it, make a copy of it.
So what would be a place that could get that forged though? That if it's
Well, an individual can do it their own selves, I suppose.
so is the ring.
Or unless whoever's looking like me has the ability.
it could just be a spell.
Maybe.
Because we want to see if they've actually got
Disguise
like
self.
everything the same. Because that's why I was curious before if like there was a way to indicate who you are.
Well,
They could just be disguised as him and then make him themselves look like they have the ring, even if they don't have the ring.
Ultimately, it's up to you, Kevin, whether or not you want to storm the
I'm
gate.
not comfortable with Kevin, but I understand. So there's
We
a
could call you
priest.
Lacey.
There's a priest of Ioun up in the bastion. Goes by the name of Brother Gorm. If we could figure out a way to talk to him, I'm sure he could figure out for us what's going on. I trust him.
What time of the day is it right now?
Afternoon.
With a name like Brother Gore, I understand how you trust
Gorham.
Gorham.
Okay, Gore.
Why do I keep
Brother-
talking to the bright light in the lantern?
Because you know I'm right.
No, you're not. You're crazy.
I mean, crazy's right.
Thank
twice
you.
a day.
I'm not happy with you right now.
If you
I don't think crazy is right twice a day. I think you're getting that mixed up with the clock.
Okay, you know what, crazy little one in lantern. You take punishment, right? I pick up the lantern and start swinging it like
Okay, let's not do that. Crazy.
It's also a Fey pocket, so it's stable. It's like a gyro
Yeah, it's not
stabilized
doing
environment.
anything.
So while he's doing that, you don't really move at all. It's like you're just kind of watching the world move without really.
All right.
No. If I do it again, I'm tossing it in the river.
Crocodile.
Only to be found by.
And as we found out from the previous session, I have quite the throwing arm.
On the dice roll. So what are you guys doing? It's afternoon. Made one delivery. Need to get the boat registered and
All right. I say we
I think we
rent a wagon, take all of the crates that go up to the bastion, get the boat registered, check out this priest, and then see about doing the, rustling up that guy for the money tomorrow.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Oh, where do we want to sleep?
What about the
Is there sleepy places on the boat?
not really. There's
It's like a fishing
space,
boat, right?
but there's not like a traditional cabin. There's
mean,
there's
the
the
tavern
helms.
isn't-
There's like where the rudder is, to steer it.
Mhm.
There's that standing position for it. There's some room for the drag poles, but it's mostly designed just to shuttle cargo. Is what
Up
it's
and down
mostly
the river.
The
designed
day
for.
shift.
Okay.
Well, the tavern has rooms, don't they?
The River Run Tavern is a tavern only.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to find that out. Let's go up to the bastion. We can find a place.
I'm
to-
gonna put the lantern on my back with a silvered sword that's still there,
Okay.
or the magically etched sword.
Give me a perception check as you look around for an opportunity to get your hands on a wagon.
18 plus something.
Okay. Over by the smithy, you can see
22.
like the front of the forge is wide open. It's active, so you can see this tall, kind of wild-haired looking beard human. He's dressed in his smock and gear. There's a bunch of wagons. Some are empty, some have supplies in them. A couple tethered horses as well.
Mhm.
There's a little sign in front of it, Briggs Smithy. Maybe he might loan you a wagon or rent you a wagon.
Fly over there and ask.
Hey, how are you doing? You're tiny. You're a wee small. What are you?
Not that small.
There's
She's a fairy.
Oh, I don't get many
How tall are
fairy
you
customers. Oh, hello, big fella.
I don't know if he came. Did you come?
Yes, I came with you.
Okay. Because I just flew straight there. Like over the water and stuff.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways,
Okay.
yes, big fella, little butterfly creature. Yeah.
Are the wagons for rent?
Yeah. I could rent you a wagon and a horse for the day. 5 gold.
Sure.
Right. Take that drafty one there. And, just be careful. Mind the wheels. A bit wobbly.
Drafty one?
Draft horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking, does it fart a lot? I mean, drafty.
Anyways, thank you for that clarification of your
Apparently the horse
information.
laughs too.
But yeah, just try to have it back by tomorrow morning if you could.
I feel like I need to roll to keep a straight face and not burst out laughing.
So as you guys tether up the horse and bring the wagon back down to the river, spend the next 15 minutes loading all the crates onto it. And it's got a small enough bench that Goth could ride up on it, and drove the horse. It looks to be about a very long, gradual road up to the bastion, out of the Havenstead. Give me animal handling as you begin the journey up the hillside.
Yes, animal handling for Pia.
4.
4. It's a
Wait,
very
I want to help him.
okay.
Can I still help him?
Help action.
help-
You can roll
help
it again. Take the higher roll.
Advantage.
4.
Seriously?
You have any bonuses?
That's that. So I roll a 3. I have +1 in animal handling plus my wisdom. Sorry, hold on.
No,
So
no, it's
5.
It's gonna fart us off.
No, it's just plus
your
your
wisdom
okay,
is
so
is
4,
already
yeah.
there.
So About 100 feet up the road, you know, normally for Goth, he's got Merryweather up on his shoulder. He's also got the lantern with you in it. You can either ride or fly alongside. It's up to you, Foxglove. But
I was helping him, so I'd be riding.
okay. All of you feel the wagon start dragging. You look back and see that the wheel has popped off, and the horse kind of gets spooked by that a bit. Drags you guys up the starts galloping faster. Give me another animal handling check as you're trying to get him under control.
Helping. With
dirty 20.
Nice. You just as the horse is getting out of control, you get to the edge of the drop-off point, and you rein it back in and manage to keep the horse from going over the edge.
Excuse me.
She's gonna kill you, dude.
I'm trying.
She's gonna
I
kill
covered
you.
my mouth and I said, "Excuse me."
He's a bugbear.
Well, that's true. That must
Okay.
be sweet
I feel like
tea.
I'm living the life in real life as a bug.
It's called method acting.
Okay. I'm gonna
Wheel
try
sit in
and
the middle
see
of the
if I can
road, and
Go grab the wheel.
I'll go help.
you're gonna go.
We're,
grab
we're
it?
gonna try to
What's your
like
strength?
roll it.
18.
How you have an 18 strength?
Because
She's a paladin.
Paladin.
Jeez. Yeah, like
Her,
Like-
her, her
a couple
strength-
people coming down from the bastion, like struggling to carry their burden, walk by you as this short little fairy just picks up the wheel and just
flies
with
away.
one hand kind of rolls it back over to the wagon.
No, I feel like it'd be even funnier. Just
She's
literally
carrying
just
it, yeah.
pull-
Carrying the
She's
wheel.
acting-
carrying the wheel,
acting
just
carrying
flies
it,
back to the
And
car.
the people like, oh, fuck. And then you just kind of like walk by just amazed.
So my base strength right now is 17. She has 8. She's a point stronger than I am.
Yes.
Well, it's representative. Yes. Pia.
She's not allowed to have the normal paladin armor because of her fly thing. Can she just gain that ability later? That'd be awesome.
What armor do
You
you
never
I
know.
think you switched out your armor because of that.
I did. I'm at studded leather instead of.
Yeah, because you can't fly with.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Fly with-
love for her to get just the ability to have her
Just be
metal
so
armor.
buff that she could fly around and just full plate
Sliding
mail.
metal butterfly.
That would be
Okay.
awesome.
That'd be more terrifying.
Brings
than
the wheel
bugbear.
over between the two of you. Give me, just give me good old fashioned strength checks as you try to put
Both of
the
us.
wheel back on and
Both
get
of
it.
us?
Yep, both of you.
My dice hate me tonight.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
I got
Huge.
a 1.
Yeah, you struggle a bit as
As
you pick up the wagon for her to carefully place the wheel on. You
You letting me
push
out?
the hub of the wheel in and you crush your hand. Oh, as you take 5 points
Thanks.
of bludgeoning.
5. I only have 14 hit points. 5.
You're still in the lantern. I
Still in
haven't
the
let you
lantern.
out.
She just opened the latch.
Seriously?
I said no more glitter bombs.
I'm gonna go help.
You come
I'm so helpful.
flying out. You
I
can
lay
see-
hands on myself.
Okay.
Heal myself for the 5
Okay.
hit points.
You feel Pia come alongside you and kind of helps you push the last few inches of the wheel up on place, which when you set it down, you kind of crank the wooden peg through the hub and the wheel's back on.
Can I use Druidcraft to help keep it in place?
You kind of like craft a series of vines that kind of wrap around it and keep the pin in.
See?
Flies
Now
around.
Pia's like flying around the wagon.
All right.
Hey, you here now.
I have a bunch of dancing lights around me, just continuously.
If you cause problems at keep, I put you in lantern and toss you to bottom of river.
We're not going to
I
toss her to
don't
the bottom of the
cause
river.
I will. I will become a bad guy if that.
As you guys are making your way up the
Innocent.
road up towards the bastion,
Mhm.
about halfway up, give me another animal handling check, if you would, please.
God.
With
Helping,
advantage
helping.
because you're being helped.
I want to help you too. because
So I
also
get a
want to
second
help.
roll.
He doesn't get double advantage.
The highest of
I
the
would-
two rolls, yes.
If she helps, does it become a negative? You know, a positive and a
Hey,
negative.
I have a key to my animal handling.
So what? Do I have
I
3
know.
people helping?
He's the terriblest person to have animal.
No, just take the
You're
highest of
doing
the two
animal
rolls.
handling.
It's a 15.
15. So you lower the DC while she's helping you manage the horse. easy enough. The
I'm
horse
whispering to the horse.
is at this point the horse is calmer, and about halfway up, a patrol of about 6 of the bastion guards pass by. You notice that Kevin kind of just keeps his hood pulled down the back of the wagon to kind of not be noticed. As you guys get up to the full height of this place that this bastion sits on top of, you can now see the entire valley. You can see the river coming out of the desert. You can see Havenstead kind of at the edge of the river. You're a good 2,000 feet up by the time you get up to the top of the cliff face. As you begin to approach the front of the bastion, you can see a couple guards like talking to people who are in line, who are obviously waiting to get into the bastion.
We didn't leave anything expensive in the boat.
I don't know.
No. All the silver stuff and
I
stuff
have all the silvered stuff
Okay.
on me.
we brought.
All right.
I
That's
just wanted to.
There's
clarify
nobody
that.
there to watch it.
That's fine.
Okay.
At which point you guys are now in a queue. You're in a line to get into the bastion. Within maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you guys pull up in between 2 guards. The guard, oh, state your business, state your purpose.
Got a delivery for you.
For me specifically?
Well, for
For
the bastion.
Oh, I imagine I'd have to check in with Captain Rowan. Wait here a moment. You watch as the guard goes in through the gatehouse, gone for maybe a minute or 2. And when he comes back, this individual, very tall, thin, wearing chainmail armor and a bassinet helmet tucked underneath his arm. He's got a 2-handed sword on his back. Comes over. I'm told you have a delivery for me.
We found these crates. We were told
Goes
to
over
go
the side
here.
of the wagon. Good day, sir. Looks at the crates. Yes, these are supplies for the armory. Thank you. Do you work for Captain Alstom then? Is he here?
We are
I,
a random adventuring party. We come across goblin encampment. Goblins had pilfered and raided boats and travelers. Found crates, took boats.
Did you bring their ears?
No.
It's too
Oh,
bad.
hold on. I remember cutting off.
You cut off one
I
ear.
cut off one ear.
Yeah.
We said to do that.
Yeah.
We said to
So
do
I
that.
cut off one ear as proof.
Okay. All right.
Right. Because
Uh,
it was a while ago, so I think.
There's a bounty for goblin ears.
Oh. Well, we killed
14.
14.
14.
That's why.
Well, I
that's why
need
we-
14 ears to be able to pay you that.
How much
That's,
is
that's
how much is goblin captain year
why
worth?
we were doing that. That's
Did
why
we do that?
count- That's why we
Yeah.
counted how many
Let me
there
check.
were.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
check.
At the
I
end-
just remember one ear being taken.
he was taking the one ear, but he was at the end of the session. That's why we wrote.
No,
down
the
how
one
many.
was one got away. One
Yeah.
goblin got away.
Right.
Yeah, see, like it was at the end of the session that we were
We
done.
killed
We
14
wrote down,
goblins.
We wrote down 14 goblins because we were going to. I
And one
thought
got
we were
away.
gonna cut the ears off because that's the thing.
And then we never did.
No, we,
No, she.
Oh no.
She dragged the bodies off into the forest.
Yeah.
You also collected things from them too, but didn't you also get bits from them as well? Or
No, I think you collected bits from them.
I
dragged
Somebody
them.
collected buttons.
she got buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pia got buttons.
I got. what
I
was
think
collecting?
between the killing of them and ending there, and then the start of the next one, we forgot to cut off the ears
Okay.
because it's been
well,
it's
since
been
you
a
have
month.
one ear that you can turn into the bounty
I
board.
just want to say,
Um,
if it
it's
hadn't have been a
worth 10
month, we
gold.
probably would have
Okay.
remembered.
yeah, but that is why we wrote.
I
Down.
mean, so far we've got a decent amount of gold. So An extra-
Well, the
a
cost of living
He
on the
wasn't
frontier
saying
is
that to
certainly
you.
expensive.
He wasn't saying
Oh.
that out
No.
loud.
not in character.
Not
Not
in
in character.
Well, anyways, if you wouldn't
you
mind
can
taking the
tell
wagon
that-
over there to the storage house and have my people unload it, be glad to pay you the finder's fee once you do that.
Okay.
All right.
Let them in. The captain kind of waved
Do we get
through.
the 10 gold for the ear already, or
No,
You
he's
gotta
gonna
turn it into the bounty board.
Okay.
You guys come inside the bastion, and there's a whole nother community in here. You can see a chapel. You can see a larger tavern that looks to be a tavern and an inn. You can see a couple different barracks. You can see soldiers that are currently practicing and training. You can see a stablery. You can see like this kind of rickety wooden stone building with this big bounty board in front of it. There's like an old man hanging out, like pinning things up on the board and then going back inside. There's like maybe 5 or 6 kind of interesting looking individuals in front of the board. The main thing that kind of dominates the backside of the courtyard is you can see the massive tower that kind of rises up and above the main bastion walls all around you. There is also the tavern you could see written across it. It's called the Overlook Tavern and Inn. There's also a sizable area of the courtyard. You can see a hand-painted sign and all of these kind of like nomadic type of people that would come and go, and their carts are displayed with different wares and items to buy. And it appears to be called the Merchant's Quarters with the sign alongside there. You can see people drifting in and out, kind of making purchases. By the time you come in, you kind of take all this in and then kind of go to where he said at the storage house. One of the guards comes, oh, what do you got? Oh, wow. Great. You 3 over here. And you watch as 3 people come over, take all of the crates out, and he drops 25 gold in your hands for the crates. The wagon's now empty. Kevin, or Valen. So that's my house.
You're home. Congratulations.
Yes.
I think it's best. You said look for priest. Maybe check.
Yes. Yes. The chapel over there. Excuse me. I'm gonna go. You guys go get settled in. I'm gonna go make some inquiries.
chapel. I will go with you.
Don't
Are
set
you
on fire.
sure? You attract a bit of attention.
Well,
You want
then
me to
take
go with
little
I
boots.
can go with him.
How about you go with
Absolutely. I'll go
Kevin,
with-
and then the
I
3
go
of
with-
us, we're gonna go back and get the rest of the stuff from the. Because I'm assuming that all of the boxes in the boat wouldn't have fit in the wagon.
You probably have at least one more load to do. Yeah.
Okay, let's go get the other load so that we can sell it here and be done with it, and then.
We could just return the cart too. Just
Yeah.
fly back. You guys can just fly back here.
Well, then we have to get another load. There's stuff that was unclaimed.
Oh,
Wasn't it supposed
Um,
to go to a place down the river though?
No, everything that was
Listen,
left we
it-
get to keep and sell.
I was just saying. I thought it was just.
No, there's a side quest we can go do.
I
down
know it
the
was
road.
before that. It's like last week. I don't know. I thought there was somewhere we could take them, but that could be just my mind.
Was there
remembering
somewhere else that we were?
Not that I recall.
that. Okay. It could be just my brain.
All
So
I
you're
put
gonna go
was
with
there
Valen?
were
I'm
some
gonna
to
go
go to
with
the
Valen,
tavern,
aka
some to go to the
Kevin.
bastion,
Okay.
and the rest we get to keep and sell. That's what I put.
As you and Kevin walk towards the chapel of
Kevin!
Ioun, the temple of Ioun,
Kevin, Kevin,
the 3 of you are going to turn around, go get another haul and bring it back up.
I bet that just looks so normal. 3 fairies, like
It's an interesting look. I'm pondering a roll. Yeah. As
3 fae in a trench coat.
Havenstead Village.
as the 2 of you enter into the temple, it's small. Maybe can hold up to 30 or 40 people at a time. Up on the altar, you can see an effigy of Ioun, the goddess of
wanna go
magic
get
and knowledge. And you can see the
How far down is
other kind of
much farther is that, though?
non-donation.
What was that where that's from?
Like a donation box.
No,
Non-associated
well,
Yes.
It starts with a D, and I always fuck it up when I try.
Dominion.
Non.
Denomination.
Thank you. Non-denomination statues like lining the side as well. That brain worm would not go away unless I figured it out. So this feels like a place that, even though it's established to Ioun, that it's probably a place where people who worship other gods and goddesses could come here. A very tall but kind of older looking bald-headed priest is up on the altar. He's kind of got like a stern look to his face with a thin white beard that kind of wraps down into a small like golden ring that it's tied to. He's wearing the livery colors of Ioun, the gold, the white, and the pale yellows. And he's got his back to you like he's working on the altar. I'm sorry, but service is not till this evening or in the morning. He turns around. Oh, my, you're a big fellow. Glad to. What is your name?
Gothzagon.
Gothzagon. Very, very nice. And you are? He's got his hood slightly up. Kevin. Kevin, I don't really know that name. Kevin Bacon.
I'm writing that down.
He goes,
Dun-dun.
the priest is like, well, welcome to my temple.
It's
Can I
tasty.
be of service to the two of you?
Praise bacon.
Kevin, with a slightly disguised voice. Well, we were just wondering. We had heard that the commander had disappeared of this place. He's like, no, I just did his penance and his administrations this morning. He prayed here first thing this morning, of course. But why would you be concerned about that? Oh, just rumors that we heard. Never mind. Come on, Goth. Let's go finish what we were doing.
Nice meeting you, priest.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you too. And kind of watches the two of you leave out the temple front end. Valen's like, well, this is getting weirder and weirder. Are you feeling adventurous, dear boy?
Always. What do you have in mind?
I happen to know a secret way into the tower. Care to come with me?
Hear me out. If troubles would start, perhaps think that the rest of the party should be here, especially the little chaotic one.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think if we take the little chaotic one with us, it just puts us more at risk. Just going to sneak us in. We're going to peek about through some hidden passageways in my tower, and maybe we can figure out what is going on. Are you stealthy by chance?
Persuasion check.
I don't think any of us
shit.
are stealthy.
I actually no. Hold on. The skill sneaky is
Stealth.
yeah. No, it says sneaky. So you are proficient in the stealth skill. In addition, without squeezing, you can move through and stop in a space large enough for a small creature.
It's a feature.
Yep, that's a feature of being
Yeah.
a bugbear,
So
yeah.
I guess I am stealthy.
Okay.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Well,
He's
Come
a
with me.
sneaky snake.
he kind of guides you through some of the winding roads, past the market, the merchant quarter, takes you to a back area behind the tower where, like an old sewer grate, surrounded and overgrown, kind of looks around, and he reaches down and he like kicks a metal peg, and when he kicks it, the sewer grate flies up and open. There's some stairs that go down underneath the grate, and he starts walking down.
Kevin.
Kevin could be.
Give me a
the front.
stealth check.
It's gonna be. Does he get advantage for?
23.
23.
For which?
Why would he get
Stealth.
advantage?
No. He just has it's like a
Proficient.
feature.
It
Yeah.
just you get to add his proficiency bonus probably.
As you and Valen.
Oh, sorry.
Add stuff.
Is the proficiency bonus already added?
Yeah.
onto this? Okay, then
Yeah.
never mind. Yeah, 23.
Okay. So as the two of you kind of quietly walk down the stairs into kind of like the damp, it's almost like a drainage culvert. And as two of you are walking, there's another secondary courtyard underneath the tower as well. So you're walking under these other drainage grates, and you can hear people training or talking, and just like it's crowded with guards and other military types. You then find another set of stairs that lead up into like a darkened entranceway. As he guides you up the stairs, you're now almost in like a thin crawl space. It's maybe about 2.5 feet wide, about 6 feet tall, but it's almost like it's used as a means to either reinforce the wall or do maintenance on the wall.
So you
And
said
you guys-
it's 6 feet in total.
Yeah.
in height. So
You're like hunched.
no. Kevin gets to see my fey magic at work because technically I can shrink myself down
Yeah.
to her size.
Yeah.
So I'm able to move my
My
body
goodness.
size to down
What
about
are
5
you
feet.
people? Anyways,
You think you would have done the going through doorways?
Why?
Nah, he was busy concentrating on carrying crates.
Yes. And being arrested. Plus, if
He never shackled you.
I was detained.
It's in his mind that he was shackled and
I've been arrested.
So you guys are now in the crawl space between the walls, and you're now like inside like the center of the tower, which is more of like a gathering space, and you could see a platform with like a throne on it and some other chairs. There's a long wooden table. You can see groups of people, and the two of you see Valen amongst the groups of people. He's wearing the noble refinements of the Castile commander. He's currently talking to some individuals, and your Valen kind of stops and looks. Well, that explains that. Who in the fuck is that? Up to the bedroom. He kind of like leads you to another set of stairs in the crawl space that go further up into the tower.
Right.
And now you're stopped up on a third floor section of the tower, and he clicks on a latch, and this 6 foot tall painting kind of pushes open. The two of you step out into what looks to be his main bedroom chambers. It's quite large.
Roll for seduction.
No.
Do you try and push him off a cliff and gently caress his butt?
Well, your microphone's way too far away.
I mean,
And it's
not
behind
for
you.
when she's going.
Well, when she's being crazy, that's a different story. But, just look around, see if you can find anything strange. I'll look over here.
Investigation roll.
Huh?
Define
Investigation
Yeah,
roll.
investigation.
20.
20. So you start. So there's
Oh, sorry, 21.
okay. There's a covered bed area. There's
Is it a
some,
natty 20?
It was a natural 20 plus 1.
21.
Natty 20.
Yeah, but natty 20.
Natty 20.
Whatever. This is not Baldur's Gate 3, where
I haven't
every
played that.
natural 20 is a critical success.
I
That's
haven't-
not
Perfect.
Icewind Dale either.
Exactly.
I haven't played that.
Well, you know what I mean. You never mind. Why am I
Spoils.
quiet? You meta
I
play somewhere
understand
else.
what
So-
you mean.
There's a couple areas of the room you can investigate. Right now, Valen is focused on his desk, where he would normally sit, read, and write, and do his administrative work. There's some bookcases. There's his canopy bed set. It's got like 3 or 4 armoires that are partially open with clothes in them. There's a bunch of steamer trunks, stacked off to the side. There's a small table here that clearly that's where he takes his meals at. Where would you like to do your search?
I want to check the steamer trunks first.
Okay. As you head over to the steamer trunks, they're unlatched. You open up the first one. It's completely empty. Nothing in it. You got to shift over to the next one. It's unlatched as well. You open it. There's clothes and garments and some just kind of basic day-to-day material in there. The third and final one you open, this one's a lot neater and organized with different things. Doesn't match any of the clothes that are here. They're very much leathers, outdoorsy clothing. Kind of like for maybe when someone who travels a lot. There's a lot of folded up maps inside. There's some journals. You can see small leather pouches with little monogram S, the letter S burnt into the leather. You
What's
see
Kevin's
a
last name?
small scroll case. See a small scroll case that might have a spell scroll inside of it because it's got some arcanic writing on it. What's in this trunk feels out of place with everything that's in here.
There's an S on it?
Mm-hmm.
And Valen's last name is Castillo.
I want to investigate one of the pouches with the burnt S.
Yeah, you kind of untie it. You open it. It's filled with mixed coins. Some copper, some silver, some gold. You kind of put that one down, pick up another one. It's filled with mixed coins as well. There's about a dozen bags here filled with varieties of small amounts of coin.
You would never.
What else was in the chest? You said
A
maps,
couple journals, some folded up maps, clothing that looked like an outdoorsy person would
I want
wear.
to check the journals.
Okay, you pick up the journal.
Does not say the Journal of Valen Castile.
Dear diary, I took over
give me
Valen's,
a
phone
investigation
today.
check as you start looking through the journal.
Ooh, that sounds painful.
14.
14. It is a bunch of abbreviated names. Like JT or TR or LP, like all these like abbreviated letters that maybe are names. In a small column alongside these names are numbers. One is like 2 silver, one is 4 gold, one is 1 gold, one is like 5 copper. As the journal you found kind of has the feeling of a payoff journal, like somebody who's been making payments to people.
I bring it over to Valen.
Oh, interesting. Some of these initials are familiar to me. The RI is Rowan Ironclad. The RT is Raya Thornwood, I think.
Oh, do we need to? write this
AH
down?
is Aldrich Hornfell.
Ooh.
And then the MEM, that's Magister El Ramundon.
I found a chest over there with bag with
Okay.
burnt S, lots of coins.
Yeah, he follows you over there, and
I wrote down one of the 3 names. I was like, oh
We're not
um,
here anyways.
no. I know. He's supposed to be writing this stuff down.
I feel like I need to have a recorder.
Hold on.
I mean,
I
You
mean,
could just look
we're on YouTube.
you literally could just
you could just go watch the recording or listen to it.
That was a 1.
Valen follows you over, starts rummaging through the steamer chest. This is definitely not mine. And here, he picks up one of the maps out of the steamer chest, unfolds it. It's a very detailed map of a region that's about maybe 10 or 12 miles south of Havenstead, called the Chaos Caves. And as he unfolds the map, there are like a lot of markings on it, like a red mark with some numbers and letters, and then another red mark with some numbers and letters. There, he then unfolds a couple more of the maps that seem to be detailed maps of the routes that lead from the Caves of Chaos to the Havenstead village. There's this feels like a lot of detailed planning and tracking of the regional area is what it feels like.
Okay.
It kind of helps you gather. Leave the coin. Let's take the maps. Closes the steamer chest, and 2 of you crawl back into the crawl space of the wall. He closes and latches the picture. You guys are gone for about half an hour, I think.
Going down and back.
Yeah. We'll say you go down. Luckily for you, you're strong enough.
Mhm.
By the way, I can't edit out nose picking as much as
I
I
know,
can.
that's fine. It just adds to my character.
She smirked at me when you were doing it. She's like, "Jason's gonna get so bad."
I was a streamer at one point too.
As you guys go down, it doesn't take much effort with Foxglove. You got maybe a dozen crates left that you load back into the wagon, cart it back up to the top. And now that you know the route, it's not nearly as treacherous. They're familiar with who you are, but you have to pay the daily tax of 10 silver to come and go for the day. So you'll have to deduct that.
Yep.
You guys come back just in time to see Goth and Kevin, Mr. Bacon, coming from the backside of the market quarter and meet up with you guys like right in front of the Overlook Tavern and Inn.
Did you bring me back some holy water?
We were looking for holy water.
You wanted
No.
holy water?
But
But they should have anticipated what I wanted.
Just take a cup of water and poke your finger in it. Then it's got holes in it.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna definitely splash this on the next.
That's how you make
vampire.
holy water, right?
Great dad joke. Good dad joke.
no, but found piece of cloth in sewage.
Why
It's
were
got
you doing
holes.
this, Stewart?
Why were
Why
you-
were not?
Why were you pulling cloth out of sewers?
Souvenir.
You went into the sewer and didn't pipe.
Yeah, you're gonna. I was just gonna say that.
Exactly why we did not invite you. No, I say
It would have been awesome.
I say sewer, but it was secret passage into the tower. We talk more when we have privacy.
Okay.
Maybe we
Maybe
go
we stop
inside and
talking.
get some drinks and
Secret spot.
we were in secret passage.
God, I just think of that. I
Very
just think
secret.
of the.
Can you hand me my tablet over there?
I just think of the D&D shorts we send each other. Torbeck thinks he sounds like that. Torbeck, you're just screaming at everything. So this is what I sound like all the time.
I've always thought I sounded like this. But Cormac sounds like
thinks he sounds like a
this.
dignified gentleman, when in reality, all I'm doing is yelling at you.
Hello.
Even Z is concerned.
All right. So, what's in the boxes, the crates that we have?
I don't want to know what's in the box. Actually, yes, I do. Is it ahead?
No.
No? Okay.
The 12 crates that we have.
I would say on the way up, you were kind of
Mhm.
taking an inventory of them.
Oh, we were gonna.
They're mostly just like general goods, bolts of cloth, things that you would sell as general goods: rope, chain,
Totally-
pittons, hammers,
Totally did not just
pickaxes,
almost fall
shovels.
backwards in the chair.
There's a thing that I wrote down, and I want to know if it's to or from. It said all crates go from the Ashendor Warden.
The Ashtenador.
Ashendor, east and west of the river. Said no survivors yet in Havenstead
We came back
Village.
with a random.
Was that
Is that where the boxes came from, or
Or
is that
was
where
it-
the boxes were going to?
You get the feeling that they were coming through.
Okay.
So these were probably stolen on the way to Drusar.
Okay.
You can
I feel like line dancing to this music.
All right. So what do we want to do? Tavern? Drink? Find someplace to sleep?
I found a mimic.
You did find a mimic.
Tell me more about the secret passage.
Don't you dare bother me and Mr. Picklesworth again. kind of vibes.
So tell me more about a secret passageway. Now that we're in a place
We're
that's
not in
quieter.
tavern room yet. Be quiet.
It's secret.
Okay, because I'm annoyed with Pia, I'm gonna like open palm swat at Pia.
Oh,
You can certainly try.
Like a dodge.
Oh, that was terrible.
Does it affect you too?
So would that be a strength or a dexterity?
No, it's a regular unarmed strike.
If it's acrobatics for dodging,
So
I don't
under
know.
your action-
Well, he's not
Under
attempting
your
to
action
grapple
function,
you. He's
yeah,
just
unarmed.
going like
yeah,
that.
that's
So
right.
how do I dodge it?
You don't.
Why not?
Because it's your armor
You're
class.
plus 5.
So I rolled a 16.
Well, I'm at 12. And at 14 wouldn't have hit anyways.
So you just feel the back of his knuckles like swat at you. You kind of tumble back a little bit as you take 1 point of damage.
So I do 4.
We're going to minimize that.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I was
probably
holding
want
back
to-
quite a
we
lot.
probably want to actually minimize the swatting and hitting each other.
Well,
At
let's
level
say
one.
let's
Level 1.
let's say it was a flick.
Okay, that's fair. You're just like, get away.
I'm gonna fight you.
She's going to pix you.
So you guys
If
heading
tried
into
to bite
the
me,
tavern
go
at this
from
point?
Flick to swat.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's relatively busy, mostly with travelers and other merchant types that are in here.
Okay.
There's a small collection of off-duty guards as well. The person behind the bar. Let me make sure I find and use the right one.
Imagine if I had rolled a 20.
Did you say the Grace were going to Drusar? Or is my brain just
From
So,
Mhm.
I know we've gone over this a lot, but we'll do it one last time.
I was almost writing it down, then I forgot.
Havenstead is a crossroad point.
Okay.
Anything coming from the Ashnador into the Borderlands where the Drusar is comes through here. Anything going to the Ashnador comes through Drusar. So this is like everything bisects here because of the river and the road. So what you guys have is stuff that felt like it was coming from the Ashnador and was probably intercepted on the way to Drusar. So I feel like general goods, like meant for like mercantile shops or, you know, basic goods.
Yeah. I wrote crates are on the way to, and then like we started talking about things like
Fair enough.
You had a brain bug like he did earlier when he couldn't say denominations.
Yep. Non-denomination. Non-denomination.
I tried to write down the
Non-denomination.
To prevent that from happening, I tried to write the keyword down so I didn't fill in the gaps. But then I look back at my notes and all I have is keywords. I'm like, I don't know what any of this.
You see a very kind of thin, but she looks like she can hold her own. She's wearing green leathers and kind of like brown attire over her green leathers. She's got a leather apron on as well. She's kind of currently wiping out a glass and setting it down. Her long hair pulled into a ponytail so you can see the slight tips of her ears kind of poke out from her hair. She's got a bit of a half elf kind of edge to her. She walks from around the bar, sees the four of you standing there. Hello.
You mean 5 of us? Because we have Kevin.
Oh, that's right.
Five of us.
Valen is with you. Yeah, looks at the
Kevin.
5 of you. Welcome to the Overlook. What can I be of service for you?
What do you got?
Do you happen to have 2 rooms available and possibly hot meal?
I think one room would do.
Do we
You really think Kevin's gonna be okay with sleeping in the same bed as a bugbear?
Well, they probably have 2 beds. 2 beds.
Kevin's like kind of like pointing at.
2 beds in a room. You'll be safer with us.
It kind of pulls you guys aside. Look, you all seem like very sweet and nice people, but I have my routine. I can assure you, I will pay you all back, and this is all taken care of. But I would much rather have my own room if you don't mind.
How much are the rooms?
They're 5 silver a night.
Which is for?
So gold a night between 2 rooms.
Okay.
How much gold do we have in total? We also didn't go to the bounty board and turn in that goblin here.
That's true.
She goes, well, no problem. Here's a key for you,
Need a
and
fair
here's a key for you.
Okay.
2nd floor down the hallway.
Not quite 100.
They pass the
Dang.
covenant.
Well, we got paid.
I wrote that down.
Give me a persuasion check as you
The
ask her.
25 from there.
But
got
we also didn't we
45.
get 85 earlier from the tavern key?
16?
No, we're
85
we
gold
have
when
to
we turn in
collect
the-
85 gold,
Oh, okay.
and we get to keep 20% of whatever we bring back.
Okay.
The tavern
What'd you get?
keeper gave us
16.
16? My name is Ryla Thornwood. Pleasure to meet you.
Ryla?
Rather.
Ryla.
Ryla.
Right.
Rilla. Ryla Thornwood.
The overlook.
And what is your name?
Pia, people call Pia. I'm onomatopoeia. People call me Pia.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, I think.
Mouthful of words.
Can I guide you to a table and bring some food and drink?
Yes, please.
That
Kind
sounds
of
exciting.
walks you to the back side of the tavern, sits you at a table that's kind of away from most of the activity that's going on, but there's still people here and about. The 5 of you sit down, and she offers up some basic samplings, and
What was
within
her
a
name
few
again?
minutes she comes back with
Ryla Thornwood.
wine and ale and a couple mishmash trays of foods to snack on, sets them down, and takes 5 silver for the cost of the food and the drink, and pockets them. And but if there's anything else you need, I'll be right over there. She just kind of flourishes and walks back to where she was.
I'm the Fae. You're a
You guys are currently, it's late afternoon by this time. You're in the Overlook Tavern, enjoying some food. Now, as long as you eat and drink in the Overlook, you get 2 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
She is magical. She brings food that's magical.
All right.
I will fill them in. So, Me and your friend, yeah. Me and your friend Goth snuck
I'm-
into my chambers.
Trying to eat as
So,
fast as I can.
There
Four hit
is, yes, there is someone in there that looks exactly like me.
So wait, no, that's a good question because I can probably put the whole table away. Do I get 4 instead of 2?
No, you get 2. Doesn't stack that way. You get a bellyache at the same time.
I'm actually racing him to see who can eat more because that seems to be, that's our bonding ritual. Eat more.
Give me a contest. Yeah, give me roll d20 and
if she rolls
add
a
your
one,
con bonus.
Is-
3.
1, 2,
if she rolls a 1, does she
What?
natural one.
does she
Natural 20. Hold on, my con bonus is a +4, so I got a 24.
+2.
Yeah. So as he's shoveling food successfully into his mouth and he's watching you start, you overreach. And when you're shoveling, you're going faster than you can chew. And before long, you're like choking.
just smack?
Food comes spraying out of your mouth.
Please
And
tell
then
me
I
I
continue.
please tell me I didn't eat it.
You hear chairs move as people near you kind of get up and mumble to themselves and go to a different table further away.
Is it
That's how you get rid
bad
of
that
eavesdroppers.
the thought of him like going after the food because she rolled the 1, she's in the food, just she's in a ball of cheese and mixtured things.
Sounds horrible. So over the next 10 minutes, Valen
I'm
starts.
gonna eat a crazy fireball of pure magic.
Valen starts
I
filling
love
you
the
in on
idea that
everything
you
that
got
him
natural-
and Goth discovered.
Okay.
So he fills you in on the
I
maps,
rolled a natural 1.
the person that's dressed and looks like him. Just over the next 10 minutes, get you caught up on everything that Goth and Valen discovered in the tower.
Did you see if he was talking, who he was talking to, or
No, we didn't linger long in the main chamber. We headed up to take advantage of his absence being down below. We wanted to see if we could find anything up in the bed chambers.
are you the only one that knows about these secret passageways?
Yes. For
Hold on,
obvious
here.
reasons.
Got the maps in general. Here they are.
Guy puts the maps in the drawer on the table, goes back to eating.
Here's a question. You're the only one that knows about the secret passageway. How did you get kidnapped out of this castle without anybody knowing?
He was drunk and then he got
I wasn't
kidnapped.
in the tower. I was on my way to the Overlook, had some drinks there, was on my way back from the Overlook, and that's the last thing I remember after leaving the tavern.
Well,
Maybe you shouldn't drink too much tonight.
I didn't drink that much. That's the problem.
you were drowned.
Were you by yourself that night as well?
I was in the company of my captain of the guard, Rowan Ironclad,
Was he on
along
the,
with 2 of his bodyguards that he.
was
Rowan,
Rowan
remember
on
Rowan
the
on
list
list.
of names?
Rowan on list.
Oh yes, he was on that list, wasn't he? But what does that list mean? That people are getting paid money?
To
Should maybe
replace you?
forget you.
Maybe they're all people who are replacing people. Maybe he wasn't the captain of the guard, like you aren't in the castle.
Or they're being,
No, I'm him. I'm just not in my castle.
Or they're
right
being
now.
bribed to look the other way when they. put
You're
someone
him? Tell us what
in
he's
your
doing
place.
right now.
I'm not him. I'm him.
Exactly! That's what I'm saying.
I'm him now, not him there.
Well, maybe him there is not Ironclad.
Kevin,
Yes,
ignore that one.
I'm making
impossible to.
When
know
will
her.
then be now?
Oh my! It's a werewolf. I wonder where Windwolf is.
Pulls out revolver
Well-
with silver bullets.
That would kind of explain things. I mean, I remember getting a bit fuzzy after just having 2 drinks and felt a little overwhelmed by it. Why supplant me? And where did they get someone that looks identical to me?
I'm sure it's a spell.
Well,
or a person.
if that was true,
Change
then he
power.
wouldn't have asked how you looked so familiar because he said that you were already here. If he's the one
Well,
that
that
did
was the
something,
sergeant down below. That was not the same
that
person.
was no. Okay. I thought that was Rowan.
Is it?
No, Rowan's the guy that you met coming into the bastion
Into the
Yeah.
bastion.
The one that gave us the money for the
for the crates.
crates.
Well, technically, a guard gave us the money for the crates. The captain just told us to go over
Correct.
to the armory
Yeah.
and drop
Yeah.
them off.
So, Here's a problem with that suggestion about it being a spell. The throne room is warded with a anti-magic function, just for that specific reason.
What about a
must be
changeling?
Because they are not there.
I am not familiar with changelings.
I've
What
seen
are
them.
these?
They're they're from the Fae. They
You-
can
You know
make
how
themselves-
you saw me shrink in size to fit corridor? There are
Yes.
creatures like us that can change appearance.
and make themselves look like anything.
Oh, that sounds dreadful. No offense, but so you're thinking that maybe they are a changeling?
It's
Perhaps?
possible. One solution.
Or polymorph.
No, polymorph magical though.
No, but polymorph's a spell.
But if
Polymorph
it's true polymorph, if they made themselves
So now it's the true polymorph. That's
Well, I happen to know that true polymorph is a very powerful spell. I'm not sure there's anyone in my immediate influence that be privy to a spell that powerful. I mean, the Magister, she is she's capable, don't get me wrong. Oh my god, she was on that list too.
what's her name?
Magister Elira Moondon.
Was the
Elira
priest on there?
Mundo?
No, the priest was not on the list.
Elira
Maybe we can
Moondon?
trust him.
Dawn or
No.
Doe?
If he's not on the list, maybe he's the one we can
I'm
trust.
gonna say Moondon.
Okay. What were the four? Was it 4 names on the list? 5 names on the list?
Three, and it was.
There was
Eldritch
Magister
Hornfell.
Elra Moondon.
No.
There was Aldrich Hornfell,
That's the only one I did get.
Raya Thornwood, and Captain Rowan Ironclad.
Ryla Thornwood is the tavern keeper here.
Mhm.
The magister that you were with, or the who was the 4th name? You said-
Hornfell. And
Hornfell, Moondon, Thornwood,
And Ironclad,
Ironclad.
Rowan Ironclad, Captain of the Guard.
Captain
Captain Ironclad.
Ironclad.
I mean, this is all
So-
pretty serious.
Right, but you were with Captain Ironclad. He's on that list. Ryla Thornwood is over there.
Yes,
Both of
but
them were here when you were roofied and then abducted.
She could have been the one to do it.
how do we prove all this?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we have documentation, but I don't even know who to take it to. Like, what do we do?
Well, you know, there are people who have spells that are allowed that stop change shifters from changing. Druids. They have.
Interesting. Druids can identify these
Oh,
creatures.
They have a spell. It does a little bit damage if it doesn't, but it does change people who are shape changers.
How
back.
many times have you done that spell and got
I'm not a druid.
How many times have you changed your shape and had that spell cast on you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
I like to think that it was more powerful in the Feywild, and there's some things that I just can't do until I get stronger here.
But why take me out of the picture?
What,
Were you going to sign some special documents?
or were you stopping something from happening?
My knowledge. I mean, my main job is to maintain the crossroads and the defense of the caravans that traverse in between the different regions of the Ashnodor, the Hellcatch, and the Odoran. I mean,
The caravans that are getting attacked,
Let me ask this.
well,
if you,
yeah.
and now
if
there's
you-
no
if you-
patrol.
Trolls.
Yeah. if you were still in
Oh,
charge,
yeah.
would that have been goblin?
No, there would have been more patrols. You bring up a good point. There's
Okay.
nothing out there keeping eyes on things right now, is there?
No.
Maybe
I did
something's
notice
gonna
that the
come
training
through.
barracks was quite full, as well as the main courtyard, training courtyard.
Maybe there's going to be something big coming through and they don't want eyes on it.
Or maybe there's something big coming through and they want to be able to attack it and take it. Is there a shipment coming soon?
That I know of.
Maybe
I mean-
weapons of mass destruction.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Crackles.
It would be
Erasers.
mass
I mean, we could probably go to the bounty board or go to the traders registrar and
We
see
gotta
if they
drop
know
off the ear
anything.
anyways.
We have to
We
drop off the
still
ear
need
anyway,
to register boats.
which is from with
We already
someone who was
registered
on
that.
that list.
Didn't we?
Oh,
No, you guys only went
shit,
back
that's
down
right.
the hill and picked up
Mhm.
stuff.
No.
Who do we have to register the boat with?
Hornfell.
Oh no.
Hornfell, yes, that's the guildmaster merchant. He would definitely be aware of something coming through.
if he's been replaced.
Was he
See
on the
that-
list?
Let me see
Yeah,
that
keep on
journal
the
for a
list.
second. He takes it from you. The guildmaster has been according to this, is being paid 10 gold a week.
I'm guessing that's not his normal salary.
My guess is he's feeding somebody information. He would have all of the rosters and the
Well, and there's
information regarding the caravans that are
very
coming and going.
detailed maps right there of the area. What is this? It was the area south.
It's the Caves of Chaos. It's an old abandoned valley region where I always meant to deal with it, but after the Stratos War, a lot of former military types and mercenaries found haven there. There's also said to be a very large contingent of gnolls within the Caves of Chaos, but a lot of smugglers and other operatives are known to operate out of the caves. We've never really had enough people or enough contingent to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, but
But-
imagine if there was none.
Yes, that's worrisome. No patrols. Clearly the guildmaster is involved
And everybody here getting fat and lazy.
and getting paid to turn the other way. Must be something
Except
coming through.
for priest. Priest not on list.
Yeah,
Yes, priest is not on the list. Why is that?
Maybe
Does that mean we could trust him?
it doesn't mean that he's not being paid.
Or he's the one doing it.
You think
Well, you trust him. Who
you
knows?
think Brother Gorm would be the?
I don't know.
We don't know. Like
I
you
don't
know.
know.
Well, I mean, I don't know him.
You said you trust him.
Well, I'm wondering if we trust him because he's not on the list.
Do you trust him though?
Because whoever's impersonating me is not on the list.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're probably the
Would
one
be
doing
kind
it
of
because this was
stupid.
in their room.
Would be kind of stupid to put own name on this. Just, you know.
Which is
Oh,
the
that's
point.
very
You're not bribing
insightful.
yourself.
Oh, thank you. Well, I know.
I would bribe myself. I bribe myself all
Does
the
this
time.
does the
If I get out of bed, I can have coffee.
If you don't
I-
get out of bed, I set it on fire. So
But
I
point of
say-
this though, on top of the journal, does the symbol look familiar at all?
Give me a religion check.
Does it look non-denominational?
That's all, folks.
Okay. 15 plus 1, so 16.
16. You kind of write the S out the way he describes it, and then you turn it sideways.
Oh no.
It's an infernal mark.
So I'll say that out loud. So it's this.
It's not infinite, no.
Yeah.
Just this kind of
It's
S.
the Superman S. No,
Not quite elongated.
It was on a sack, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he
No, it's on the
describes it that way on the coin
On
bags.
a coin bag.
Which you kind of begin to piece together. Those coins are meant for the bribes.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably what all that money is for.
Mhm.
The person imitating him seems to be keeping a log of it and managing it. It would appear this entire place is being paid off to look the other way at this point.
And disappear their main guy.
maybe more than one.
Yes, that would be me.
But then again, they wouldn't pay off people who are in on it. Who wouldn't be in on it.
You know, you would pay
So-
them off unless you're the person doing the payoff.
What I'm saying is, like, if every single one of these
What
people
does the mark
were
actually like? Is it like a
changeling?
type of
They
It's an
wouldn't be being
infernal
paid off,
branding.
Okay.
Cults often use it as an identifier. With that religion check, it could mean a demonic symbol, maybe, but you're not entirely sure what it
infernal-
symbolizes.
could be demonic question mark.
I don't speak infernal.
Perhaps going to the caves might
I
give
can't
us
look
a
'cause
bit
my
more
phone's dead.
information.
How far away are they?
About
I don't remember.
Day's
I
ride
don't
south
remember
of
what
here.
languages I speak.
about 12 miles.
You said you said abyssal? I do.
Infernal.
Oh,
Infernal.
infernal. Darn,
Yeah.
I always put abyssal. Dude, that one is a random one. Dang it.
I mean, we've got this map, with all these markings. There must be something
No, we don't speak
important about it.
Common and dwarvish.
And then there's- There were other maps
Buildings.
of the different routes that the caravans take with markings on it. I mean, ambush sites, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look around because we're still down at the eating area.
Yeah, you're in the tavern proper. Yeah.
Trying to talk low because what's her
Yeah.
face is on that list.
Yeah, I'm looking at people.
From the because you said we needed to go if we needed to go to that one
855.
gentleman. There's one of the
You're right.
markings on the map.
Well,
Look,
go use the bathroom.
No, we're
Well, I
adults
was
here.
waiting for like a more like enjoying the story.
Just
Yeah, you're gonna wait a while then.
just bring up the stream on your phone while you're.
My phone was dead.
Sadness.
Does one of the markings look like in the same direction as we would need to go for that one? You said we had to go.
No, the farm is maybe a mile south
south,
of
okay.
Havenstead.
But the
The
markings.
Caves
look-
of Chaos kind of much further south of even that point,
So we can go there, rough up a guy, and keep going.
if you'd like.
Anyways, what?
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
Yeah.
We got to come back so that we can get paid or bring him his money.
Yeah.
And then keep the 20%.
We can make it.
Just keep the 85 gold and keep going south.
Oh, we didn't have that
We'll
money.
give it to him, maybe. It was so messed up.
Very PM move.
She is my chaotic little baby. Anyways,
Well,
yeah, I was looking around the room.
we can assume that this place is compromised in
Yeah,
general.
we probably don't want to sleep.
Well, no, I think we do.
Are you sure you want to sleep by yourself? What if something happens?
Oh, I definitely want to sleep by myself.
Oh no, you're gonna have to sleep with two fairies. How unfortunate.
Yeah. If anyone suspects I'm back, you guys can keep an eye out.
We can keep an eye out even better if we're in the same
Room.
Yeah, but they're not going to make inquiries if we're together. If I'm by myself, They
Oh
will
my
attempt-
Sitting
gosh.
at the same
I'm gonna-
table, they know we're together, whether you're in a room with us or not.
okay, I don't
Wh-
see
what
how
has-
this is going to attract them. I think with Goth around, people get kind of frightened and
Yeah, if he's by himself in his room, we just take him here out. Or I can go in there. Nobody will know. I'm
Everyone will know you.
no one will know. I'll
I
sit.
think you and Goth need to go in
You'll
one
sleep
room.
in the bed, and I'll make sure nobody
We'll
comes
stay
in.
in the room with you.
You saw how well I defended the boat.
You're gonna be staying in the lantern with Goth. Do you want to stay in the lantern
Well-
with Goth?
she makes pouty face. Well, I'm just offering up ideas. You're the travelers. You're the people that have gotten me out of my captivity. I'll defer to your concerns.
He is right, though. With Goth around, there's nobody that's going to attack me. We'll never find anything on that.
You're on your own. She's sleeping in the room with you. Good luck.
Who would be in the room with him? I'm a great person for defense. You saw how well I defended the boat, guys. Nobody touched me.
Okay,
Right?
I make you deal. I leave lantern open, but you sleep at lantern.
Sure, I'll sleep in the lantern. When I'm asleep.
No counting sheep. No setting things on fire again. And no glitter.
No glitter. Got it.
Hold on.
No
hold on.
fire, no glitter.
No, hold on. Hold on.
No damage.
No damage.
No damage.
Let me write this down. No damage.
Glitter bombs do not damage. However, it is okay if
I
you
beg
said
to differ. Glitter bombs definitely damage. You don't want to know where I've found glitter.
Oh god, there was
You
There was-
watch
when I
as
was-
Foxglove goes like a puff of glitter comes out of her nostril.
real life
Catch
story.
the one broken wing, just
my-
collar goes.
Real life story, like no joke, like you say, like my elementary school every year, the 5th and 6th grade classes would line up on the playground, and we would all the other grades would watch us, and we would have a water balloon war. My 6th grade year, they used water paint. I found paint in spots on my body that it should not have been. Mind you, I was wearing a long sleeve shirt
Yeah.
and water resistance pants, and paint got in places that I'm not going to talk about.
I've got the list.
Anyways, back to Goth talking to Pia.
set glitter trap at door and set glitter trap at windows.
Oh, really? Okay. Definitely. I'll do that.
I'm preparing in case somebody tries to come in my
Yeah.
room.
Can I do it in the nobles room too?
I mean, you feel free to do it wherever you'd like to do it. Actually,
I feel like we're gonna have to let her try to sneak into the nobles room just to set the traps because he's not gonna want the traps set.
I mean, he's he's kind of like picking at his ear, and paint comes out on his finger. Glitter.
I feel like
Glitter.
goth. I
Puppy
feel like
with
goth. If
afro.
goth farted, glitter would come out.
So you guys kind of while away the last bit of the afternoon light. Sun sets.
Hmm.
It's early evening still. It's not that
I
late.
want to dispose of the crates.
Oh, you want to take it over to the market
Yeah.
quarter?
I think we were
Okay.
gonna go to the market area and then stop by the bounty board and turn in that ear for another 10 gold.
We'll make it a group persuasion check. So everyone give me persuasion checks. And we'll say before the sun sets, you guys
We're
start.
gonna wait for her to come.
Well, she can roll when she comes back.
15.
Okay.
17 plus 2, 19.
Okay.
19.
19. You guys spend about an hour before nightfall hits, perusing the different purveyors of the different wares. And with that pretty good group roll, collectively, as a group, you earn 120 gold. Selling everything off to
And
different.
we turned in the goblin ear.
You can do that as well if you'd
Okay.
like. So you get 10 gold for the goblin ear.
So 130.
130 total.
Okay.
By the time you kind of gather back over at the overlook, it's now sunset, it's early evening. The crowd's beginning to pick up a little bit as people are coming in for the night.
You have an exact tally of how much money we have.
She's our banker.
So how much gold total do we have?
If you have the list of the stuff the money that I managed to get, I just
225.
put it into my inventory.
Split 4 ways.
Written what? Yeah, we
She's our
have
banker.
to split it 4 ways still.
Well, I just want the total.
I'm just writing it down as it comes. I'm not actually
74
putting it into my
silver,
thing,
and
except for the
what's-
money
what
that I
does it say,
take that I
45
put that in,
copper?
so it wouldn't be forgotten about.
So in total, before splitting, we have 225 gold, 74 silver, and 45 copper.
So far.
I
We
have,
haven't sold any of the silvered weapons yet, though.
and I have 40. We should keep those for silver.
Oh, I'm keeping them.
But you can't.
My goal. Well, I mean, as a whole for the party, my goal is to get the items completely identified.
Like my helmet of awesomeness.
Your helmet of dread.
So if she rolls,
What's
if
his
she
face?
rolls, if she
Kevin
rolls,
can identify them.
No, I just
Yeah.
went off your group rolls. It's fine.
so if she rolls a high roll too, do we get more gold?
No, because I just went off averages.
We made 120 gold in the market.
Going off crazy errors.
We have to have Kevin look at that longsword, the one that looked magical.
But at least more in depth because he looked at it once and gave it a quick glance over.
I don't think he looked at it.
Yeah,
No,
he did when we were in the goblin camp after
No,
we
he
killed
looked at the
everybody.
helmet
Yeah,
of
we
dread.
know.
I didn't think he looked at the.
No, he looked at the helmet of dread and then he looked at the sword, but he didn't tell us what. the
No,
sword
he
was.
didn't do identifying the sword yet.
No, he, like I said, he took a glance. He didn't identify the sword. He only identified the helm, but we still
Right.
showed him
Yes,
the
but that
sword.
means he hasn't identified the sword yet.
No,
so we
that's
should-
what I'm saying.
You guys
All
are
I'm
all
saying
saying
was
the
he
same
didn't
thing.
identify the sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all saying the same thing.
I mean, if you'd like, I could do that now while we're in the tavern.
Identify
No,
only
no, not in the tavern.
in the
But we
room.
can go up to our
In the room.
rooms.
Yes.
Okay. You guys kind of like gather up some to-go cups and
So I was looking
platters
at
of
the room
food.
at people.
No,
And
So
so you're going to spend the first part of the evening setting your traps. So give me a sleight of hand check for starters.
Let's see how I
To
do.
steal Kevin's key.
What? I would never.
Yes, you would.
Yes, you would. Or at least put a trap on his key.
Sleight of hand.
If she
Steal
fails,
his
can
key to go
I?
and set up traps in his room.
7 plus 2.
Can I?
29.
Can I
Okay.
like try to help? Because I'm the one that said I know about
It's
it.
more of her specific skill set.
Mhm.
Give me an intelligence check as well. That's a 9 for your sleight of hand.
Because I was gonna say I'm a big individual. I can just stand in the way.
That's a natural 1 for tonight. That's 2, everybody.
2 9s in a row
1. Natural 1.
plus
1.
So 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Pia's gone for a little while. The rest of you are in the rooms. Valen's going to take some time with the silvered weapons. And
the magic sword.
yeah, he confirms that all the other silvered weapons are made to become magical. So they're definitely very nice.
So they're magical weapons that grow with the user.
They're not magic.
No, they're treated
prepped
as
for
magical
magic.
weapons because they're silver.
Okay.
But they're not traditional magical. So they're built as if to be enchanted and
Okay.
become magical.
They're prepped for spells.
So whoever these goblins got them
like
from,
in Minecraft, you have to put the enchanted in it and put the book in
Well,
it.
no. So what he's talking about in my mind is that it's a weapon that's enchanted to grow with properties as you use it to
No.
progress.
so they're built. So when they're made, this is considered masterwork weaponry.
Okay.
Basically, you would take this to a artificer or a wizard or a sorcerer who would then enchant the weapon because of the way they're designed.
They're made
Okay. So
to
they're just
be-
easier to enchant.
Not easier; they're made to
They're
be
made to
enchanted.
be
Made
yeah,
to be enchanted.
Normal
Yeah.
basic weapons you can't enchant.
correct, because they would break or shatter under
Right.
the effort.
So these are made so they can hold the spells.
So it's enhanced steel to be able to, or enhanced,
Well, they're silver
it's
too.
enhanced metal to be able to hold enchantments.
Correct. Yeah. However, he takes the 10 minutes to concentrate on the longsword. It is a longsword +1. +1 to hit and +1 for damage.
We should write that down.
Is he using the longsword?
The 2.
I'm the one that's been carrying everything. So
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're using it.
Are you using it?
Yeah, what's your main weapon?
So I don't use.
Because I use a longsword.
Is it a martial weapon?
I
I
mean,
just love the
I think
idea of
the
you
thing-
holding this.
The thing is,
I have-
Well, it's a
I
magic
have
sword, so it's strength to
mastery.
fit for.
I have mastery.
I
in
don't have any
longsword.
masteries yet. So now that we know what kind of weapon it is, I'm gonna give it to her who has the mastery for the long.
And you notice that when she picks it up, it shifts in size and proportion, like most magic weapons do.
I picked it up and it almost crushed me to death.
You don't.
Yeah, but you rolled crappy.
You don't have a mastery in it.
You also don't have an 18 strength.
That's true. I have a broken wing. Leave me alone. I know. It's small as a little fiddle for me.
Oh, goddamn.
I almost get killed by it. But look at this. It shrinks.
I'm
for
sorry.
her.
Gosh darn it. I kept breaking the lead.
Yeah. Kept breaking the lead in your pencil.
Yeah.
It only gets harder the older you get, buddy.
You're fine.
We
I
have
have
that in
depression.
D&D.
That's what I have.
I'm just
No,
too strong
you
for
just
my
need
own
to
good.
be
Damn it.
I'll
So
help you with that.
Valen does make mention that if we were to take those weapons
This is why
to,
berries are always
the Magister.
with glitter because
she might have some more insight on them, but she's on the list as well. So he's not really sure if she can be trusted.
probably not.
It's getting later. Kind of things are getting organized. Pia finally returns. She is covered in glitter, covered in paint. As she opens the door to come in, the hallway covered in glitter, covered in paint. And like behind her, a spring. Dun, 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 kind of like bouncing freeform. You watch as like
You're a
fey
confetti
creatures
cannon.
are floating in the hallway in and out of existence. Get feeling that she did not do a very good job of setting the traps for them. You watch a staggering dwarf who's somewhat drunk walk by. All of his beard is like barrettes. His hair is barrettes, and he's got like painted fingernails, and
I liked his hair.
yeah, and he just kind of staggers by to go back downstairs.
I also have one, like in animes where they have like the marker all over their face.
Yeah.
He's got that.
Okay.
Oh, you Jigglypuffed him?
You guys settle in for the long rest.
So
Who's on watch?
I'm a.
We'll do
First
first
watch?
watch for our room and then. Or,
I'm doing first watch for me and Pia's room.
Okay.
I'll do first watch for our room.
Okay. And then you'll do second, and you'll do second. Okay. As you guys settle in for
we
the
know
night.
Kevin's not going to do a watch.
Of
No.
course not. I'm sleepy.
Kevin's
need my
gonna snore
beauty
like a
sleep.
bear again.
Kevin's
crawled
going to
in.
wake up with a pillow over his face.
Just
Well, the way. Well, yeah.
No,
So like I like have that mind to like show that like literally just pick the pillow up and walk over to Jason like, damn it, Kevin,
What?
shut up.
Meriwether's smothering Kevin, and Pia's like writing Meriwether's name in the journal. Meriwether, too cold. You guys settle
What
in.
was one of those
Um,
silvered weapons?
The tavern never really calms down. You can hear it through the floor. So it's a raucous crowd goes through the night.
The battle axe would be perfect.
God, give me a perception check. And Meriwether,
20!
give me a perception check.
He's got a natural
Plus
20
your
for every
initiative.
single one of my
Oh,
vessels.
So glad we don't have a joint session.
Not your
Sorry.
initiative. Plus your
Where's my
whatever your bonus is for perception.
Where's my initiative?
Perception.
Your initiative, your perception.
Oh, so 23.
23. Okay.
Natty 23.
17.
Sorry for screaming. I'm just excited as the first time.
You've got
That
the
was
beginner
still-
luck.
I
That was
know,
still-
right? It's a
still-
lot of 20s today.
Not just 20, like he's always.
I got a 1 as well.
He's got a lot of.
So did Pia.
Yeah. Been a
I've
lot
got-
of 20s today.
I got a natural 1 last session.
I've gotten 2 or 3 natural ones already, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
today you've had a lot of natural ones.
But I
I also
The
got a
first
lot
part of the
dirty
evening
20s.
goes by relatively calmly. Every now and then, creaky feet out in the hallway, which you both kind of, to your perspective doors, kind of look outside. You see people either coming to their rooms or leaving their rooms.
People cursing
Um,
about the glitter.
No threat. You kind of like peer out the windows to look around. You pull the curtains aside to look. The streets are busy with guards and other people coming in and out of the overlook. But your 4-hour watch goes by, no problem. You wake up Foxglove, and Goth, you wake up Pia.
Shh, just go sit cat.
have a good night.
All right.
I'm gonna regret this.
Yes, you are.
Give me a perception check, and Foxglove, give me a perception check.
While you're sleeping, she's with a pillow. Just go to sleep.
No. I already know what I'm going to do. I've been thinking about it.
No doubt.
Oh, it's a natural 2.
21.
Plus what?
Perception, plus 3 for 5.
Okay.
I'm busy. That's why I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
I'm putting.
So Foxglove, during your watch, so far things are going pretty well. You look out the window. It's quieter now. It's not nearly as raucous as it was earlier in the evening. What are you doing? Yeah, while you're on watch.
You know those little stickers that get stuck in your sock when you walk through like any kind of grassy field?
Mhm.
Foxtails?
Yeah, they're not really foxtails. They're really pokey and they hurt a lot. Yeah,
Goat horns.
I'm putting those in his
The ones
fur.
with the spiral?
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception
You're
is
sleeping.
13.
13? You can slide a hand.
Uh,
I'll give you advantage because he's asleep.
18 plus. No, that's not my thing. I had the on the energy saving because I didn't charge it, so it's gonna have to open it up every time. Sleight of hand plus 2, so 20.
20. You are very carefully producing the burrs with your fey magic, with your
Goat
druid
horns.
craft,
Mhm.
right? And then kind of that one's done.
Please tell me she's like braiding
That
my
one's
fur with
done.
them.
That one's done. Like you're just carefully like doing it in
And I'm like
Like
this
a
is for the
pattern.
flick. This is-
yeah, like in like a kind of pattern.
It's in the shape of a
Um,
penis.
Dick and balls. Dick and balls.
No.
It's like a
Dick and balls. With
What's your armor class?
armor class is actually I think it's 12. So
You feel a very sharp blow to the back of your head,
ow,
oh shit.
and you black out.
awesome.
If you have 0 hit points, but you're not dying.
What about those 2 temporary hit points? Didn't that help me at all?
No.
Why not?
Foxglove, give me with that perception check.
Mhm.
You hear the sound of a window slowly creaking over, but not in your room. Sounds like it's coming next door, the one that Goth and Pia are in.
I'm gonna wake up.
Okay, wake up Merriweather.
I hear a window over there.
Do you want me to go over there, or do you
I
want?
want you to watch him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
Sure,
head over
let's
to the
make
Be
the.
stealthy.
Yes.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Ooh, 19 plus 3.
Nice, 22. As you stealth out your door and go down the hallway, you kind of gently open the door and peek inside. As you peek inside, you can see Goth sound asleep. He's got things in his hair that are like all over his body.
I don't think I'm worried about that right now.
And you can see the unconscious form of Pia on the ground,
Mhm.
nice sized lump with a little bit of blood kind of draining onto the ground.
Mhm.
And then you see a 3-foot tall figure, heavily cloaked. There's a rank odor in the room as well.
Mhm.
And he's currently going through their stuff, like their backpacks. And he sees the silvered weapons, but casts those aside. He seems to be rummaging around the room like he's looking for something.
3 foot tall?
About 3 feet tall.
Yeah. I'm gonna poke him.
Rush in and
Would that be a sneak? Would that be a?
would
What's it called?
technically be a
The
sneak
attack
attack.
that went of
A surprise attack.
surprise. Yeah.
Push him on.
No. Your brainworm is about as bad as my brainworm,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'm a
You would have advantage because you have surprise with that stealth roll.
Push him on to Goth, so Goth can have his natural reaction to clench on him.
Like a teddy bear.
Yes.
Come here, Teddy. I've not seen you since the dark times. Of course, that teddy bear's covered in burns.
20
You laughed,
Ooh,
but you
that
actually
definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
with my new sword.
Yep.
So you get plus 1 hit plus whatever.
Plus 1
mastery.
damage.
Yeah, but
plus 1 hit.
that's in D&D Beyond.
Did he get glitter? Because I would have trapped the window and the door.
Oh, you had no success at all in setting
Oh.
traps.
Yeah,
Zero.
You rolled a 3 or you rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's why when you came back, you were covered in all your attempts.
Yeah, okay.
So you failed
That's
miserably.
why the hallway and the doors.
I was just making sure it was like I was like maybe it was said anyways. I just got bad at it.
I did
Total of?
8 plus 5.
plus 1.
No, the 1 is in there.
Oh,
So 13 points of
Mhm.
piercing damage or
Mhm.
slashing damage. You slash down into him,
And he gets staff,
which
which
does.
if you hit a creature with a long sword, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next.
Yeah. Still have your bonus action. You did your move, you did your action. You still technically have a bonus action if you want to use it for anything. I don't know if you have offhand
Wake
strike.
up. No, you're on knocked unconscious.
It's just a hand
I
thingy.
do have
an
unarmed
action.
strike, but I think that counts as an action. My bonus
you-
actions in combat is 2-weapon fighting.
So that means do you have like a dagger or a finesse weapon?
No, I just have an unarmed strike.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could use your unarmed strike as a bonus
He's still
action.
up. I mean,
Go for the 2.
I mean, you're doing
13
this
points.
simultaneously, so it dug deep into him, but he's not on the ground yet.
okay, I'm gonna punch him.
Get his tooth. I want
You
his
kind of
tooth.
like backhand him with your offhand. Make an offhand strike.
If you break his tooth off, I
Not
want
at
it.
advantage.
Correct.
I can go with my face skull. Why do I have a face skull? That's a good question.
12.
Well, hold on. Do you?
That is his armor class.
Ooh.
12 will hit. So go
5.
ahead. 5 points of damage. You skewer through him from the backside. And as he turns to try to back the sword away, your offhand right across his jaw, you hear it crack. As it cracks, you sit up, covered in burrs, and you're looking around to see a dead goblin slide off of her sword
Ooh, more ears.
onto the ground.
Was this by chance the goblin that ran away? Did we?
Doesn't look like the same one.
Okay.
As you kind of get out of bed and you come rushing over to where
I
the
don't
goblin
remember them
is.
being particularly stinky.
Um,
This one's particularly
yeah, he
stinky.
is. Give me investigation as you examine the body.
This one lives.
What are you doing?
I am going. He's awake, so I'm going to go check on the other room.
Okay.
17.
They're fine. You come in to see Merriweather standing there patiently waiting for your return.
There was a goblin.
17.
17. Okay.
that's not good.
He
Yeah,
is still
I'm gonna go back.
unconscious.
I'm going to go back.
Okay. Go
I'm
back in.
not-
You see Goth is like rifling through the body.
Uh-huh.
You find a couple things. One, the boots that he's wearing, really nice. You can tell that they're magical. He also has a very foul, kind of like rotting stench. As you pull the cloak off, and he is suffering from something that's causing his body to decay. You can see that he's got rot on his face. He's got rot on his biceps. He's got rot across his chest.
Leprosy.
That is very not normal.
So possible zombie.
Leprosy?
No, he's not. He doesn't appear to be undead.
Okay.
You're unconscious. For some reason, they're leaving you unconscious.
They don't
I
want
can
you to
only
leave.
imagine
Said she's
why.
not bleeding out.
Said she's not in danger, you're dying. We're happy with the peace and quiet right now, damn it. You probably, in case there's more, you probably should heal her.
I don't heal.
She's not that kind of paladin.
I'm not. It's not that I'm not that kind of paladin. I'm a level 1.
You do it once and you already did the day, right?
Yeah, unless
Did you-
until I
oh,
can
yeah,
check
you
off my
healed
long
yourself.
rest, I healed myself.
Technically, you took the first round of, or I took
Does
the
that
first.
count
Yeah.
as my?
Now you
long
guys are
rest? I
still
don't think
waiting to take your long rest,
Yeah.
technically.
It doesn't count until morning.
We have potions.
You
She's not
find
wasting a
a
potion on-
small leather bag
She's
on
not
him
dying.
with the burnt S into it. It has 4 gold coin, 2 silver in it.
Right.
You also find a map
I got it.
of the courtyard of the bastion that seemed to specifically name the overlook.
You said 4 gold, 2 silver.
Yes,
Man,
that seemed to specifically name the overlook tavern and inn, the main tower, the barracks, and the market quarter. Almost as if they were plotting their way into here.
the Overlook barracks.
It's just a map of the courtyard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Map of the bastion.
And those boots look really, really nice.
Yeah, they do. They look amazingly like way too pristine for something like this to own.
Well,
got
we're
tiny
definitely
feet.
taking his boots and his ears.
Yeah, I take.
If we
I
take
cut off his
2
ears.
ears, does that mean we get 20 gold even if they're from the same?
Correct. Yep. Don't have to tell them from the same.
We
Just
don't have to tell him
the
that.
bounty is 10 gold an ear.
All right. Now, Goth, eat the
I
body.
also take a tooth for her.
Just kidding.
Yeah, you reach in there and as you yank
Break
out
out his biggest
two-
tooth.
Okay.
One probably fell out.
Well, his jaw's like broken and hanging out to the side.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna feel bad for the goblin. I'm not gonna feel bad for the goblin.
It was already dying anyways. You just ended it a lot quicker. That's all.
Oh, so it only had a little bit of life left to live, and
It was-
I just ended it soon.
Think of it this way. It was mercy.
Oh, you did like 18 points of damage to
Yeah,
it,
no,
right?
you kicked
He
it.
had like, yeah, he had 15 hit points.
It
So
was
yeah,
max damage. 'cause
Yeah,
I
you
rolled
like-
an 8
yeah,
on
you-
my D8.
yeah.
8 plus what?
5.
Plus
No,
5.
And then he
it was
rolled
8 plus
5.
8 plus 5, and
Plus
then my
5.
unarmed strike is 5.
So it's exactly 18. Bam.
She kicked his ass.
That
Well,
would-
that
Is it because of all the other ones you now have issues with goblins now? Is that the after effect from being ambushed by 14 others? 15.
She just knows how to kill him now. Most efficiently.
oh, she got
I
lucky on
didn't
that
know it
stealth
was.
roll
I didn't know it
too.
was a goblin.
Title
before I stabbed
granted.
it.
Goblin.
There is a
All right.
benefit to not having heavy armor.
It's true.
I feel like the first combat we did with her, like every time she got off a hit with Sacred Flame, I just in my head I hear the Halo voice like,
Double kill. Triple kill. Kill you there. Kilimanjaro.
All right, so
It's late at night. You get the feeling that the music down below probably masks the activity in the room,
Mhm.
and you have a strange-looking, kind of decaying goblin creature.
Do you
in
think
your
if we
room.
leave him in the hallway, people would think it? No,
It was
ours?
him with the confetti stuff. Totally just throw him in the glitter and just leave it there, making it look like it was his
Yes, no,
fault.
let's do that.
Roll him around in the glitter and making people just think that the glitter spontaneously stabbed him in the chest.
Yes.
yes.
I'm out the window.
Throw him out the window?
Don't listen to me.
Use a perception check as you look out the window that it came through.
And I'm looking with her.
Okay, you take a perception check.
17, 13 plus 4.
Okay, 17.
14 plus 3, so 17.
Okay. As the two of you go to the window and open it, the two of you kind of look out. You look one way, you look another way. It's kind of a narrow alley section between one of the storehouses and where the tavern is. So it's pretty narrow. You look down, there's some debris and rubbish down below. I mean, Probably just toss them out the window. What's the guards
Are we on
deal
the
with
second story?
You're on the second story, yeah.
Is there a third story?
There is not.
So it will be obvious that it came
Not if we fling it a little bit more Geronimo.
without saying the Geronimo in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, you lift them up and just kind of.
I'm gonna.
We're
I
gonna
mean,
try and
he's the
aim.
same size as me. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna carry him over and flying and carry him, like
Okay.
dragging him by a foot.
Are you
A
gonna fly
naked
out
foot
and like?
now,
Are you flying with them out the window so you can drop them further
farther
down?
down. Yeah.
Okay. So God, you watch as she
Stealthily.
Foxglove comes
Stealthily.
out. Give me stealth check as you
Mhm.
fly out
Magic
above the
boots.
alley.
Yes, we
And
took his
ears.
magic boots. I only got
And a
14.
tooth for you.
14.
You know my fruit.
He makes some noises thudding on the windowsill, and you almost lose a grip on him a couple times. So his bare feet kind of the almost concerning noise is that his semi-rotted foot, a toe, disconnects. It kind of like falls to the ground, like right behind someone passing underneath, but never looks up. You kind of wait for a moment and wait for them to pass away, and then you pass on. And then you just take them further down the alley and just kind of set them down in the alley. You look around and you start covering them with debris and crates and burlap sacks and stuff. Give me a deception check. Well, that'll be the DC someone will have to make to find it.
Prestidigitation to please.
17 plus 2.
Yeah, 19. He's pretty well
You had
hidden.
to get the sweat drip meme in there.
No, it was a leprosy toe that time.
No,
Far
no,
more
I know, but
interesting.
you said that the toe fell off and
Right behind.
right behind
It's
somebody.
Very much Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So you guys watch as Foxglove comes back in the window and closes it. Wait, yeah.
Still unconscious.
Yeah, still out cold. At some point, you might want to stabilize her at least.
Oh.
She's not at risk of dying,
Stabilize her.
but give me a medicine check, if you would, please.
I'll assist with that.
Okay, have advantage.
No, if you help me, then I roll.
I just felt like rolling.
17.
17. Kind of clean up her wound, and your eyes flutter open as you have 1 hit point restored.
Goth, do you want and Pia want to come into the other room because that way you can sleep and I can watch you guys?
She's still unconscious, but we stabilized her.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a hit point. She's still pretty hurt, pretty beat
But
up.
it was-
I'm gonna grab all of our belongings.
And Meriwether, you were in there with them, right?
No,
No,
I'd left
You were
her.
still with Valence.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
watching Kevin Bacon.
She's watching
Yeah,
Kevin.
you're the one that gave him the last name, not us.
Oh yeah.
I know, but
Oh.
you named him Kevin.
I named him Kevin,
It just
but he
felt-
gave him the last
it
name
just felt-
Bacon for the
Yeah,
famous
it felt,
actor.
it felt aligned. It
Yeah.
felt
It's
perfect.
it's the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
So I'm gonna gather up our stuff. I'm gonna pick up Pia, put her in the lantern, and go into the room with the
Okay.
rest of our party.
So with that, you guys sleep off the rest of the night. Go ahead and trigger a long rest, and you are now level 2.
Ooh.
First night in the Bastion was a milestone. You guys are now level 2.
And I killed a goblin. We have 2 ears.
And his
Three.
boots.
No, we already turned in 1 ear.
We already turned it
Yeah.
around.
You were peeing.
I don't think
You
the
could have
Twitch,
just said she was using the restroom. but
I don't
that
think the
was way
Twitch
better.
cat
I
needs
didn't
to
know
know.
European.
I guess
Yeah.
you're my cousin.
She's European.
She's from Europe.
This isn't Mayan. It must be Yorin. Blackjack.
Uh,
Jack Black.
we have 2 ears. 2
Years.
goblin.
And some magical, you said very
Guys, wake-
obvious magical boots.
Yep.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll for your hit points for
All
level
right.
2.
Level 2.
What do I
Level
need for that again?
2. Depending on your hit dice.
You're barbarian, aren't you?
It's a 1d12.
Roll a d12 and add your con modifier to it.
Roll a d6.
Is this my fault?
Are you a wizard?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer? Ooh, even worse. You're super scrunchy.
Yeah, she has 8 hit points.
4. I rolled a 4. I'm grateful it's not a 1.
You're lucky I rolled 22 points of damage for sneak attack.
Yeah.
Because if I rolled a 24, you would have been dead outright.
Yeah. I had 9 hit points.
Sorry, no. Double would have been 18. I rolled 16.
Well, did I
or
take any damage?
I rolled 20 points of damage, but it was non-lethal damage.
Hmm.
You were meant to be knocked out because he was going to search your body after he was searching all your guys'
Did I
stuff.
take any damage?
No, you did not take any.
So I was at full health. So why?
Because you had leveled up.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, what's your con modifier?
Plus 4.
What are you?
So 15 more hit points on your hit point pool.
Okay, so I'm at 25 health.
Yep.
It's a level 2.
You entered. You rolled what?
And then
I rolled an 11.
11. So
D8 plus your constitution.
well,
I should be at 25 because my modifier is plus 4.
23.
Your con modifier is a +4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled an 11. And I had 14 health. So 11 plus 5 is 16. Or no, 11 plus 4 is 15. And since I already had 14 health, I should be at 25 health.
No, you should be.
27. You're at 27.
14 plus. Okay, so 10 plus 10 is 20.
What were your normal hit points normally?
Max HP was 14.
Okay.
And that was without the bonus.
And you
No, no.
rolled a 15.
I rolled an
You rolled an
11
11.
because you told me to
Well,
roll.
no, I know. You rolled an 11 plus 4 is 15.
You had 15.
What's 15 plus 14?
29.
29.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No, that's fine.
We were both wrong.
I was going by what D&D Beyond said. Okay, 29.
Ooh, made a bunch.
And you still have 2 temporary hit points.
I don't.
So you know, there you go.
You're good.
So,
I'm at 31 health right
yes. Because you'd have that until
now. I'm living
I'm
up to the
full
party's
24 hours.
And you don't get anything at. You don't
Level
get anything
2,
that you
do
have
I?
to choose. You get danger sense and reckless attack.
I get something.
I gotta pick my fighting style. What fighting style do I want to choose? Blessed warrior or fighting style feat?
Let me make sure your guys'
Content is on.
content is on. I'm pretty sure it is. It is on. Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter for me because, like I said, my phone's dead.
I'm not careful. There's no way I'm taking careful spell.
Ooh, blessed warrior. I get 2 cleric cantrips.
What's a careful spell do?
Careful spell means you can pick people based on your proficiency modifier to not hurt with your boom spell.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Nobody that would not fit with your
No.
personality.
I'm not careful.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking subtle spell because I've been doing things like that, and I'm taking twin spell because maximum boom.
Yeah. Twin spell definitely is
Do I want
important for a sorcerer.
cleric cantrips or do I want a fighting style feat?
Well, I mean, if you're going full fighting style, like full fighting paladin,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it kind of.
We have a cleric.
Mhm.
It don't have to be the cleric. We don't. I mean, we probably don't need a second.
roll for it. Like,
Roll these.
Rollsies, odds,
What,
cleric, evens, fighting.
sure.
I don't know which one I rolled.
that doesn't help.
There was one already against the board.
Well, roll with only none on the board.
I got an 18. What did I say? Odds was
Odds,
cleric,
cleric.
evens was fighter.
Yep.
Okay. So it's fighter it is. Okay.
What'd you write?
Secret between friends. And now I'm erasing the evidence.
Whispers. You guys wake up and you hear a yawning Valen. Oh, we're all in here this morning. Is everything okay?
We were
Yeah.
attacked.
We got attacked last night.
By
A goblin.
Thorn
oh,
bush.
they never journey this close
Climbed
to the
into the
bastion.
window.
Climbed in through the window.
Was rifling through our stuff. It was looking for something.
How would it even know we were here? Was it looking for us?
I don't know. It was looking for something that we potentially had. It wasn't the weapon
Do you have
because
the
it threw the
ability
weapon.
to speak with dead things? Yeah.
So we might have to find the body.
An option right now.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
Oh,
just
unfortunate.
We should have kept his whole head, not just his ears then.
I don't think I can make ears talk.
I don't think anyone can make ears talk.
But they can listen.
no, take them both out and like.
Day 2 in the bastion. Who would like? I want someone to roll a d20, please.
Evan.
Yeah, you are the D20 person. Not me.
I still have to find.
What am I rolling for?
Just roll a
Just roll
d20
a
and tell me what you roll.
18.
18. Good weather, clear outside, no sign of any possible storm on the horizon. It is definitely fall, so it's chilly, it's cool. Day 2 in the bastion. What would you guys like to do?
Should go turn in the deer.
Early morning.
Yep, we're gonna go turn in the ears.
Did we ever
And-
register the boat?
No.
That's what we were planning on doing while we were doing a thing. We were talking to.
Yes, we were planning on doing it while we were doing it.
the-
Make it sound kinkier, why don't you?
So you guys going to go to all the cornfells, go to the Merchant Guild Master?
Well, let's go turn in the ears
Okay.
and then register the boat.
Mark down 20 gold for the ears.
Oh
Do me a favor, make sure they're less stinky. Wash them first. These are very raggedy looking things. Throws it into
Oh,
a
you're
bucket.
right.
I am.
The boots.
Yeah, we have to have Kevin identify them.
Yeah, I know, but they smell.
Oh, you can identify them before you guys leave in
Okay,
the morning.
have Kevin
Because
identify
he'll
them.
ritual cast identify.
Not,
I
Uh,
go like this and snap and they're
let
pristine.
me make sure that they are the right boots that I wrote down.
You know something's wrong when the DM forgets what boots are boots.
They're
No.
not made for walking.
But apparently they're
Lower
magical,
level stuff, I
apparently.
try to mostly use
I'm
what's
having
already
fun
in
with my
D&D
eyeball.
Beyond. Just easier that way.
So boots are fine, right?
I can
they
finally
could be
fly.
boots of climb because he did climb the wall.
That's true. Spider climb.
Mm-hmm.
I can climb.
We should find you boots of fly or something like that.
I went. Oh, that's true. That's
She has
true.
a broken wing,
Yeah.
so then she has boots of fly,
That would be appropriate.
right?
Yeah, it would be appropriate.
I want boots of boom. I want boom more.
You already go boom.
I want more boom.
Then eat beans.
Eat beads.
Eat a
What
bean.
does that even mean? They are boots of elven kind.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Boots of
stealthy.
stealth.
It's funny how the
Yeah.
bugbear is proficient in stealth.
Who is the least stealthiest?
That one.
While you wear these
have a
boots,
tooth.
your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on dexterity checks, stealth checks.
So onomatopoeias is a +2.
Get the feeling that's probably how we
I'm
got
a
in
plus
without making
5.
any noise.
You are a +5. You don't need them.
I absolutely don't need
And
them.
Merryweather and onomatopoeias are a +2.
As Valid hands them back to you,
Mhm.
he points at a little marking on the boots
Mhm.
that say MEM. on
They're
them.
cursed. That's what gave them leprosy.
Their initials.
MEN.
The boots initials?
Somebody has owned these boots before, and there's initials on them.
Does the name sound familiar?
Magister Elra Moondon.
Oh.
MEM. Kind of written very calligraphy style on the heels of the boots.
Elrin Moondon.
Magister
Magister.
Elra Moondon.
One of the leagues that was on the list.
Well, I need something to do. I will go and return the wagon and make sure that's taken care of.
Do you want us to meet you down there, or do you want us to
No,
meet you
I-
up here?
I think you can wait for me up here. I want to skulk about a bit. See if I'll check on the boat as well.
Okay.
And see if I recognize anyone else down below. I'm assuming, since none of the names in Havenstead were on that list, perhaps they're not compromised or not part of this. I'll make some inquiries just in case.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
I'll be fine.
We can
I-
send Pia with you.
I wasn't in the room that Pia and Goth was in.
I know that's exactly kind of the point. We got very fortunate. What if something else
No, I
happened on the
don't
road?
think they're looking for me. I think they think I'm gone.
Are you gonna try to convince me otherwise?
Maybe there was
No,
something.
I'm not rolling. to
Insight
persuade
check.
you.
Yeah, I'm rolling inside check.
No. We roll the inside.
No, I know.
Maybe he was looking for
Yeah,
the ring
I want to know. I'm like,
that we found at the goblin camp because they would have known God and stuff because of our,
9.
because of what we've been saying.
17.
And I got an 18.
18. He just seems very genuine that he's confused. You get the feeling he's frustrated, and now this strange goblin, he feels like he doesn't have enough information. And he wants to learn more. He wants to figure out what's going on. And you can tell he's frustrated.
For a stuck-up noble, he really does care. It's interesting.
Well, yeah, because he wants his nice warm bed chambers and all of his gold and his staff and his clothes and his
All
posh
nice
way of life.
Yeah, but he can be whiny about it and just expect us to do everything. He's willing to take initiative.
Oh, you are doing everything.
But he definitely
The whole night. He
Yeah.
did not take a
Technically speaking, Kevin Bacon let me up the secret passage, not the
Mhm.
other way around.
He did.
So he is doing stuff.
Walking is kind of doing.
Well, being successful at opening secret passages and remembering where everything is. That's
secret passages that aren't exactly hard to open.
yeah.
Secret tunnel.
But he's also supposed to be the only person that knows it.
I want to watch that again.
I'm surprised nobody's taken the first part of that song, the second part of that song, and spliced them together.
Oh, they
All right, let's stop
I have no
with the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
So what happened?
No.
42.
Blue 42.
Okay, so we take the.
So the
Ear.
Valen is going to return the wagon and the horse and check in on the riverboat. What are you guys going to do with the day?
Boot on, boot off, boot on, boot off.
Well, so we went. We already decided before we, backtracked in the story to get the boots identified that we were going to turn in the goblin.
Yep, you got
Gave us
your
20
coin.
gold.
Yep, got the coin for that.
And
Register
then
the
we're
boat.
going to the merchants guilds or whoever we need to register the boat.
Okay.
Without Kevin.
Without Kevin Bacon.
Kevin's gonna leave. He's gonna disappear, and he's gonna become the BB Ichi.
Is he using the boots of Elvenkind?
No,
No,
I'm
we
totally
have the
thinking
boots.
No,
it's
you
gonna
guys
be
have
the-
to figure out Rollsies.
Yeah,
or
which
something.
one of you do
Which
get
one
the
is it?
boots?
Rollsies.
You're gonna win.
Who wants
Do
the
you
boots?
just roll a d20 and the highest of the roll wins?
Please let her get the boots. She's gonna
I
be
got 10.
stealthy and it's. Please. Thank you, God. 19.
Can you imagine? She'd be an unhearable glitter bomb walking around. Terrifying.
She definitely prayed for deity cleric.
Of course, I find it interesting that you would have got the boots of elven kind
Mhm.
that require you to make stealth checks when walking around.
Uh-huh.
You fly.
Which you fly.
Oh.
She does it because she has a broken
That's
wing.
But also half the time she rides on my shoulder.
That too.
But now I can be stealthy.
As you guys the four of you walk into the merchant's guild house. It's not only a place that you can come register, but there's a lot of things for sale here. The four of you give me perception checks as you look around the interior of the guildmaster house or shop. Two. Okay.
God damn.
Carolyn is notorious for rolling
You said perception?
super cold and then super hot. She's
said
almost a will wheat.
Perception?
Yeah, perception.
19 plus 4, 23.
23,
I think my
Dirty
dice rolls
21,
told
30,
story.
21.
Obviously, it's a
21?
dirty 21.
I rolled.
I'm not going to roll a natty
a,
21.
I rolled an 18.
Gotcha,
So
so 21.
yeah,
Go
21.
ahead and check that for me. That was an owl.
Congratulations, you got a bit of me.
Was it a natural one?
2 plus. So you said perception, so 2, so 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys kind of come into the space, you can see a
It's a
kind of
5.
I
tall.
feel like this side of the room is blessed.
You see kind of a tall, very well dressed elven gentleman. He's got long dark hair that's pulled back in a ponytail. He's wearing fineries. He's well dressed. He's kind of got the noble vibe about him. He's currently dealing with a couple customers. There's other customers in the shop. The two of you notice that everything he sells here is odd. Like, they're unique. They're either small kind of figurines or bits of samples of rock and stone, geodes, like maybe local ceramics. Like, they all seem like specialty items. But the two of you notice, piled up neatly and organized neatly against one wall, adventurer's gear, backpacks, rope, bedrolls, small and large sacks, climbing gear, boots, neatly folded pants, but they all have a bit of wear and tear to them, a bit of used kind of edging to them. You could see where rips and holes have been stitched and mended. They look like they've been recently cleaned.
I absolutely want some used climbing gear.
It's very strange.
Any nondescript bags that look like they weigh approximately 15 pounds, no
You do
matter
not see
what
a
you
bag
put.
of holding, and you will not see a bag of
Oh,
holding.
come on!
Doesn't smell like grave soil.
One of them at the very bottom still has blood stains on it.
It does give you that vibe, though. Like, ew. Yeah.
Grave
Well,
soil.
I don't notice that. I'm too memorized.
I got a
No,
vibe.
you're staring at a glitter stone.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
lost
No,
it.
look at this glitter stone.
Like, she's showing you a glitter stone, and you're showing her a glitter stone, and you're both like,
Yeah.
Although we're just
I'm just standing there.
Uh,
I feel like the dad in the candy shop going, no.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll be with you in a moment. The elf wraps up his business with the two customers and goes, how can I help you?
I need to supply my glitter.
We have to register.
Oh, I sell glitter here if you require it. I sell paint, pastels, chalk, drawing
Hold on.
implements,
I-
paper, and
I gotta ask an actual question. So, throughout all the sessions, we never bought or obtained glitter.
She makes glitter.
That's
she
just the
makes
beginning.
it.
Okay.
She's a fairy.
I was
Okay.
just messing when I said I needed to buy
She
some
farts glitter.
but
And I do sell it. I do have some artsy craftsy types that live nearby down in
You
The
should
Havenstead.
totally sell your fart glitter to him.
Fairy, she farts glitter.
I mean, I have chalk, I have inks,
No,
I have
we-
paints, I have.
We've simply come to register both.
Oh, do you have your captain's log? You don't actually have one.
No,
That's
yeah.
why you have to
The
get it
hell with the blank
registered.
book. No, we don't have a captain.
Oh, so you're registering for the first time. Give me a moment. He reaches under and pulls out a very small, like, little book, like a little journal. It's all blank and looks like an old school Franklin diary, with just the days at the top. You watch as he reaches under and takes out this big stamp and ticks it into there, and he pulls out some parchments. He fills it in. What's the name of your vessel?
We should rename it.
Of course, we're gonna rename it.
We call it.
Out of character.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming we've talked about this already.
Okay.
Out of character.
Right now it's called
Mosquito.
right?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be. I mean, that's pretty good. But we got 3 fairies and a bugbear. It's got to be something fey-like, I think.
Right, the Three Stooges.
I mean, that's not really fey.
Okay. Short
Well, let's-
Circuit. Do you guys ever watch the movie Short Circuit?
Most boats are like a single word
Little
for the
Wisp?
most part, especially river
Will-o-wisp?
boats.
No, I'm thinking because there's
How about just
different
Wisp?
there's different wisps. So I was thinking wisp or like river wisp because
Or
it's a
just
boat,
wisp.
but wisp
Wisp.
sounds good.
Wisp.
Wisp.
Very good. Fills it out. Does some more stamping. Puts some more forms in there. Some parchments. Folds a bunch of stuff in that little leather book. And what is the name of your organization that it needs to be registered to?
Were we the
Exactly. It's
something?
the shit I haven't thought about it.
Very well.
I
Good
thought
name.
about this.
Oh shit!
What were
I
we-
haven't thought
what were
about
we-
this. Actually, that's funny. My cousin is name here. Well, in Idiocracy,
Wait.
what was his-
It's OS. It's Oh, shut up.
What was the reference in Idiocracy when he goes to get the tattoo?
It was like no name.
What is
Yeah,
it?
no
Is
name.
it
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah.
Okay,
OS.
hear me out.
Oh shit! I
Hear
haven't
me
thought about
out.
OS. So it's OC.
We nicknamed out of character.
Okay.
We nicknamed what was his real name again?
Val.
Kevin.
We nicknamed Val as Kevin Bacon.
Mhm.
What if we call ourselves the Guardians of Bacon?
No.
Oh,
You like it?
I like this. OS.
I got it.
IHTH.
No. We're the Baconators.
Baconators?
That's even better.
Hey, well, the Baconators. You are now officially registered to the vessel. Here's your captain's log. Whenever you check into a port community, city, or village, or town, and you're traversing with your vessel, be sure to check in with your local either guildhouse master or pilot master.
I need some paint. If we have to
Um,
change the name.
Any particular pigments of color?
Purple.
Thought we were gonna be
Purple, of course. That'll be 2 gold for the paint.
Oh,
There's some brushes and everything you need
Well,
as
I
well.
feel
I
like
like
we should
this
do purple with like the
OSH
letters highlighted green.
Oh shit! I
Do
never thought
green
about
paint
that.
too.
I do have green as well. 2 gold. There you go.
Because Wisp.
Now we're wispy bacon.
More wispy bacon.
The Baconators shall be known as the best adventuring group in the land.
Is there any question for you?
Hmm.
You seem like a cheery group.
Do
Do you happen to be or available for errands by chance? Would you?
Do you need us to collect money?
We've already
No.
been asked.
We would
For
have
that.
to
So what
collect
is
it on
it you
behalf of Barkeep down in
Oh
Havenstead.
no, nothing that fancy. I am a purveyor of jewel craft and minerals and other rock items as well.
Mhm.
If you come across anything fancy, bring it to me first, and I'll pay you.
What's the name of this shop again?
It is called the Merchant Guildmaster. Doesn't really have his shop is like it's kind of like when you walk into Callista's shop and she sells like pants, but she's in the business of therapy. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like he's kind of that person that just does a hot bunch of
Odds and ends.
multi-hat jobs.
It's an antiquities.
No, not even that. It's like
Thrift
more
shop.
like a thrift shop. Yeah, like he just comes across things and he puts
So
them in
he's
his
looking
shop
for
while he's
anything
doing
shiny.
Well, I'm not interested in metal.
Okay,
I
any-
prefer things of mineral in origin, rocks, gems, jewels. Those are my preferences.
Primal stone.
What kind of stones? I mean, I do enjoy a good Benoit stone from time to time. On a nice, strong string. Polished well.
What about some shiny buttons?
Well, shiny buttons, like what kind of shiny buttons?
Oh god.
The button.
So you pull out like your collection of
Mhm.
buttons, right? And it's just dozens upon dozens of
Some
blood
look like they count.
like
Oh no, she's
but-
watched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she.
she-
Oh my!
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Is it- oh my god, we should come out with a detergent called Prestidigitation.
That'd be great.
That
All the
would be
nerds would buy
fucking
it.
awesome.
New from D&D TTRPG Academy.
Prestidigitation detergent.
No, not
Watch
even just
everything in your
detergent,
life
just
disappear.
prestidigitation.
You're tied to pods, not rolling nat 20s. Give this a try.
So
I
many
mean, you
dad
have
jokes,
an
I
amateur
apologize.
voice over artist.
Okay.
No, I like to think that she's got some off of nobles.
Yeah.
Off of adventurers.
this is Very fine assortment. I can buy those dozen silver buttons off you for a gold. I've got some clothing I'm in the midst of repairing.
Maybe a trade. You got some other buttons that you want to trade.
No, I need them to make repairs on clothing.
Oh well, okay.
Do you like trinkets then?
I do
Do you like trinkets? You watch as he walks over to a shelf and he goes, "Oh, you'll love this." Pulls down. It's a small rock egg shaped thing that's been polished and kind of engraved with some initials on it. And I got this at a stall down in the market quarter. I really have lots of tchotchkes like this. Would you be willing to trade? the stone egg for?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like he holds it in one hand and you grab it with two hands.
Everybody, I'm going to hatch it, and it's going to be a dragon.
You sit on that egg all you like.
Absolutely.
Yes, you'll enjoy it. I
Look
think.
like a insight check, sending stone. Does it look like he's tapping us or
I mean, you can give me an insight check or give me an arcana check as you examine it as he hands it off to Pia.
What's the
Can I
engraving
help?
say?
13?
It's like the letters BQR.
So are we all? I kind of want to know too.
13?
13? I mean, it just looked like a little tchotchke egg stone. Didn't look like anything.
If you're helping her, you do it.
No, he's
I'm investigating on my own.
What'd you get?
What was the check?
Arcana.
I don't have
It's up at the
Arcana.
top.
It's at the top.
Third from the top.
19 plus 120.
20? Looks like just a very well crafted stone in the shape of an egg.
I'm spelling tchotchke wrong, and I don't know how to spell it.
It's like
Just call it trinket.
CH.
Takes the 12 silver buttons from you
I'm
and
supposed
puts
to
them in a
read.
little container behind his. Is there anything else that's I
Takes it, she puts it in her pouch, and along with her pixie skull and her tiny Facebook.
And then takes it.
Is there anything else you'd like?
Is there anything else we need? Here? We don't see it. No, I think we're good.
We came what we came to accomplish. I said we go take a look at the market quarter, see what we can find.
Yeah, let's look at the market.
Okay. As you guys head out and you start going towards the market quarter, you're walking through the center of the courtyard and you can see a new stall has been set up. Blue and white canopy and lots of crates, a wagon, a mule is like tethered to the wagon. Crates are being set up. As the crates are being stacked and set up, one of the person's like stacking the crate like trips and the crate falls over. As it breaks open, you watch as this like cat-sized beetle comes crawling out of the crate.
Ooh, I want to grab it.
It's blue, yellow, and purple. You guys watch as Pia sees it and starts racing towards it. Pia, as you get near it, it kind of sees you coming. Its little beetle mandibles click together. It sparks. And you watch as it goes. It grows to be about 15 feet, 10 feet in diameter. It gets really big. Its little wings pop out. And then you watch as the stall master, wait, no! And he trips over another box. The box spills out. You watch as this large rat comes crawling out of the crate. Another box gets spilled out. And you watch as this other creature crawls out of the crate. That's where we're going to finish tonight. Because when we come back next week, we'll have a battle.
Are you suggesting that I can't keep the beetle?
Well, you can certainly try, but it's going to try to eat you first. Actually, it's that board that's set up down there on the second shelf.
Ooh.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die painfully.
Well, thank you everyone for coming out.
I
We
think
will be
should
back
still
here
keep
next
playing and
Monday.
Do the next hour, and you know,
yeah.
I mean, I totally think we should
It's only 10 o'clock.
do the next hour.
No, I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with 2.5 hours. All right, everyone, don't listen to them. They're foolish. They're just trying to make me go sleep on camera. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget, play a game. Good night, everybody.
Do you have a description for the third creature yet?
Yeah, it's on the board.
So,
That means we'll find out next week.
giant beetle.
You won't find
Yeah.
out unless you show up next week.
I'll be here next week.
Yeah.